season already. Actually, never mind, we're not going to complain. A new campaign with hopes and dreams begins tonight. For the Elkers, they're once again youth-heavy this year, but that's not a bad thing at all. Returning most of all of last year's core, they have impact players on both sides of the ball that are sure to make impacts as the season goes on. The Bulldogs enter this game as one of the favorites in District 9 Class Single A. They return Braylon Wagner, one of the top passers in D9 last season. Plus, throw in several skilled players that can score from any spot on the field, and you have a recipe for a lot of points. Both of these teams are looking to make a big statement to start off the season tonight. It's a blank canvas that's ahead of every team right now. What will the finished portrait look like? We're about to begin the process. High school football is back. The Elkers, the Bulldogs, next on 97.5 The Hound. Now let's go live to Red Bank Valley High School in New Bethlehem. Here's Rick Porter and J.J. Michaels.
But, it's actually a really nice day. Considering it's August 22nd, this could be brutally hot for a football game.
Well, and we've had games like that
we
before.
have had games like that before, and we had a lot of stops for water for, obvious and intelligent reasons. But, tonight, I think when I pulled into the parking lot an hour ago or whatever it was like 82 degrees. Humidity's not real bad.
Yeah.
The field,
Yeah, that's the tough part here. Yeah. And if you're watching, by the way, you can watch on our you can log on to Facebook. That's the easiest way. We have our link to the YouTube channel right through there, and you can link right up and watch this. If you go on there, you'll see there's some brown spots on the field around here.
You said the field was sun-drenched, but a few places here and there it looks a little sun-scorched.
Yeah.
So I got to think if you get tackled in the end zone in a few spots, it might be like getting tackled on pavement.
That's a great point. And I remember when I played, and this goes back only about 5 years, maybe longer than that.
Roughly.
But, that first week at camp especially was rough because I had flat feet and I had shin splints.
Were you guys doing 2 a days?
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
2, yeah.
Oh,
so, that makes it really tough.
I was in pain, and it just, when you're slamming your foot down on a hard rock surface, that's tough. And tonight, certainly, you're going to, when your knees hit the ground and when your hips hit the ground, you're going to feel it with the way that, this field is rough. And this is everywhere.
Right, yeah.
Everybody that's got natural surface.
We've just had that kind of summer, of late. The first part of the summer, I said in May it rained almost every day. The only days it didn't rain in May were the days that it rained twice.
Right.
And then the beginning of June was pretty similar. And now all of a sudden, for the last 6-8 weeks, we've had nothing but dry weather.
Boy,
for the most part.
And heat, man. It has been a hot summer. There's no two ways about it. So, well, we'll keep track of that as the evening goes on. The shade starts to creep up on the field. And, looking at this matchup here tonight, Rick, this year in 2025 presents some changes. There is realignment in amongst the District 9 teams with the loss of Sheffield and Elk County Catholic over the last 2 years. The divisions have changed. Ridgeway is in Region 3, I believe.
And I think it makes them a little more competitive.
Yeah,
being in
they're
that
in Region 3, and that makes them a little more competitive. They've got a whole new schedule this year. Usually it was the even years when the schedule changed, but with the way things shaped up this year, they had to redo it. When you look at this on paper, for District 9, we'll take it from a 35,000 feet look. First of all, there's 2 teams that jump out at you, and they're the same 2 teams that were the class of D9 1A last year. One of them's wearing the red uniforms here tonight, the Bulldogs. They bring back Braylon Wagner, and that kid can throw a football.
Well, Braylon Wagner is on everybody's players to watch list.
Oh.
The kid threw for was a little north of 3,000 yards last year as a junior.
Yeah.
Oh, which, by the way, was his second year as a
starting
quarterback. Yeah. He threw for 37 touchdowns last year.
That's crazy.
Plus he ran for almost 400 yards on top of everything else. So, he's you need to have some guys up front blocking for you. But they had a pretty young line last year, and most of those guys are back. So, their expectations are high.
And they did lose a lot as far as the skill people, but I'm going to be straight up with you. They're not going to miss them much. They got some kids that can score from anywhere on the field at any time. Most notably, Carson Gold, Wyatt Byers, and Jackson Huffman. And they're all 3 seniors. And they are threats. Now, the other receiver that they run in there is a freshman. You're going to see number 10, Jace Klauser, is a freshman. And just talking to some people around the Bulldog program, he impressed last week in their scrimmage.
They said he scored a touchdown last week in a scrimmage game. So, if you're a freshman, you come in and score. I don't care if it's in practice. Or in a scrimmage, you catch the ball in the end zone. Mm-hmm. Coaches like to see that.
Absolutely, yeah. And, don't be shocked to see Red Bank perhaps try to establish the run, too. Obviously they've got a big play offense, but, we were watching Brock George, their running back, the senior. He's a load. I wouldn't want to tackle that kid. And, he's certainly going to be somebody that teams are going to have to contend with on that side of it. On the Ridgeway side of things, the Elkers bring back a lot of youth. They also bring back the single wing, and they're down a little bit in numbers this year. They've only got 29 on the roster.
Yeah, just 2 seniors.
Yeah, just 2 seniors. But a lot of these guys that are juniors played a lot of sophomores last year, and the big names with that, Nate Steger, Brandon Steger, Owen Steger. I'm pretty sure there's a Marcus Steger and a George Steger and there's got to be 10 others that are playing. But they're back this year. Obviously,
the more Stegers you have, the better you're going to be. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. But Nate has been really a big part of the core of this team for 2 years.
Yeah, he got everybody's attention as a freshman, and he didn't disappoint last year. I thought he was. Considering what he does on both sides of the ball and special teams as a returner, he was one of the all-around better players.
Yeah, I agree.
Around,
yeah.
I really think Ridgeway is a team that is poised to take a step up. We'll see tonight. Tonight's going to be tough. They're on the road. It's the first game. And, you're playing a pretty highly touted offensive team in Red Bank Valley, team that went to the state championship game 2 years ago and the district championship last year.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy task. But I think if they can play competitively in this game, that'll give them some optimism for moving forward.
I agree with that. And, on the defensive side, they bring back Marcus Gerg, who was just excellent last year.
Yeah.
Playing linebacker for this team. Rocco Allegretto is another one who excels on both sides. One kid I'm interested to see this year, and he was highly touted last year, and he injured himself right before the season, was Xavier Stockman. Who has got some speed, and I'm going to be interested to see how that plays into things here tonight as well. Yep.
That's a good football name,
I think so, too, man. He comes from good stock.
There you go.
All right, enough.
You start to sound like me,
Well, I've been hanging around with you long enough, right? Oh, my goodness. You're listening to the pregame show brought to you by Lindbergh Furniture and Mattress of Johnsonburg and Brookville and the Lindbergh Furniture Sleep Center in downtown Johnsonburg. We'll take a break and hear from some more of the great sponsors bringing you tonight's broadcast. And when we come back, we'll take a run around District 9 and preview the season for the rest of the teams around. High school football is back, and kickoff is coming. The Elkers and Bulldogs are on the way on the Hound, and it's brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance Agency.
When it comes to protecting your home, your car, your family, or your business, why trust someone miles away when the best is right here in Elk County? St. Mary's Insurance Agency, along
example of our area youth.
Heating and cooling done right, guaranteed. Epic heating and cooling, all day or night when you need. Epic heating and cooling. Epic. Every time we show up for you. Epic. Making your day feel epic, like a superhero. Epic. Heating and cooling experts, tried, trusted, and true. Every install feels epic, and when the time comes, you'll know. You know you've got our trusted team for the cold and heat. Epic heating and cooling, all day or night when you need. Epic heating and cooling done right, guaranteed. Epic heating and cooling.
Hi, this is Dr. Katie Fernand from Beauty Within MD, an Athena laser company. Would you like to reduce wrinkles and tighten your skin? Or maybe you have unwanted hair, a scar, or a tattoo that you want to have removed? The Beauty Within MD Med Spa offers a variety of procedures, from Botox, acupuncture, permanent hair removal, to scar removal, and more. For a complete list of services or to schedule at the Ridgeway or St. Mary's location, check us out at beautywithinmd.com.
Need a loan? Go to Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union. I'll bet you've heard that a few hundred times, but have you actually investigated it? They have a loan for your life. Whether it's an auto loan for a new or used vehicle, a loan for your college student, a home loan, a loan to get a boat, RV, ATV, or snowmobile, or a loan to take that long overdue vacation you need. I think you get the idea. They give
around
Top
you.
of the line builders, the area's leader in quality roofing projects, now add seamless gutter installation to our services. At Top of the Line Builders, our staff is trained to offer professional installation. For more information and a no-obligation quote on seamless gutters, call Nick Cherry at 814-965-5785. We offer free estimates and are fully insured. Top of the Line Builders. Get your project done right the first time.
Welcome back to Red Bank Valley High School. J.J. Michaels, Rick Porter, and good to welcome in our buddy Josiah Mayhew is running camera for us tonight. If you are out and about and listening online, listening on the app, listening on the radio, thank you so much. Also, head to our Facebook page and follow the link to our YouTube page, which will give you a video broadcast of the game here tonight. Pregame show brought to you by Lindbergh Furniture and Mattress of Johnsonburg and Brookville and Lindbergh Furniture Sleep Center. And, you know, Rick, last year was an exceptional year for District 9 football, and dare I say the best in history, because two D9 teams made it to the state championship game. One of them almost pulled it off in Central Clarion last year.
Yeah, and I thought they had a good shot going in, and they did. But,
yeah.
you know, hey, you only get one winner. You know?
That's right. And, you know, Port Allegheny had nothing to hang their heads about in their loss last year. But, you know, you look at this year, and there's some certains. You know, we talked about Red Bank, and we talked about Braylon Wagner and the talent that they have, and Coach Blaine Gold. Port Allegheny, they've got the big guns back again this year. You know, Aiden Bliss, and I still am just mind-boggled at some of the stats that he put up last year.
It was unbelievable to watch him
run. It was just
run.
unreal.
Well, the thing about him is, you know, you obviously you want to have a good, you want to have a good O-line in front of you to get
right.
it. But if there's a guy around who can still gain a lot of yards without a lot of good, he knocks people down.
Well,
if he gets a 5-yard run going, good luck trying to bring that boy down to the ground.
Yeah, and you know, I've had people ask me, you know, what do you think this year? Who do you think? And they said, yeah, Port's got Bliss back, but they don't have the line. I said, listen, you give me a peewee football line running in front of him, I'll still take that, and I'll take my chances because that's how good he is.
All you need to be is a minor nuisance to make him have decent success if you're an O-lineman.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, when you have a guy like Aiden Bliss back there and you saw what the guys did last year, you know, it puts some expectations on those offensive line guys. So they're going to practice and they're like, no, we have work to do, man. So I look for them to be good. I mean, we joked before this game that he has 4 touchdowns already, and their game hasn't even started yet. You know?
Well, and the other thing with that too, and I'll leave this to you. You know, the guy that gets forgotten about is Tristan Kaiser a lot, and last year he had over $1,000 on the ground rushing.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a good season.
How do you game plan for a 1-2 punch like that?
Yeah,
you know, that's like Priest Holmes and Larry Johnson of the Chiefs back in the day. You know, it's just crazy. And then they have some other skilled kids that can make things happen. So, you know, I still think Port and Red Bank are the class of D9 1A. But I would not sleep on any of these other teams that are around. And I'm going to start with the Keystone Panthers because they bring a lot of kids back. Dom Corsetti, their quarterback, brings him back. There's some skilled people around him. They did lose Drew Keff, but Keystone has got some kids, and they open just up the road in Brookville tonight. I'm interested to see how they look. They'll be coming to Kane in a few weeks. We'll have that game.
That's a tough place to play up there in Brookville. We're, about 20 miles from here?
Yeah.
That is a tough place to go and win a football game. But, I mean, Brookville, I think, is going to contend in 2A. Carton City's going to be good.
Well, you can just pencil them in every year.
They're always a contender, the Gremlins over there.
Yeah, and they've got such a great program. I mean, my goodness, year after year. And a down year for them is 500.
Yeah. When they're 500, people go, what the heck happened?
Yeah, I know. You know, and you look around Class A, you look at teams like Union AC Valley. They've got some talent back. Kane, don't sleep on the Wolves.
Kane
Kane
had a young team last year, and I think they learned a lot about playing football. I think they're going to They're kind of like Ridgeway. I think they're about ready to take a step ahead.
Well, and I'll tell you, they've got the right guy. Matt Bodemer did just unbelievable as their coach last year. That kid put so much belief in that team. And I say kid because he's still a kid to us because we broadcast him.
Yeah, I mean,
he's married and has kids now. But he really brought a different culture to to that school and that program.
He was one of the great quarterbacks that we've ever seen play around here in D9. And, so he put that kind of offensive mind in as a head coach. And they have talent.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have some talent to work with. They're still young, but we'll see.
Well, and, the thing about Class A this year, you've got Port, you've got Red Bank, and then you've got everybody else. And if there's a team that can get hot in October, I wouldn't want to play somebody that would get a streak like that going in October because when you get that confidence build up at that time of the year, you just don't know. Anything can happen in the playoffs. In AA, obviously Central Clarion, they lost Jace Ferguson, but they got everybody else back.
Yeah, they're going to be Jace Ferguson was probably the best all-around football player last year. You make a case for that anyway. In an all-around sense. So you hate to lose a guy like that, but every year every team loses somebody. But it's not so much about what they lost; it's about what they have coming back.
Right. Oh, and they got all of their skill people back this year,
and
a lot of their linemen.
They came within a hair's breadth of winning the state title last year, not the district title, the state title.
Yeah, the state title, and that was a pretty impressive run that they had. There's no two ways about that. Our sister station tonight, B94, want to welcome Nate Stice to our broadcast crew. Nate is teaming up with Mark Martinez tonight as the Dutch host the Karn City Gremlins at Dutch Country Stadium. That game is on B94 and streaming on the B94 Facebook page. So we'll get updates from that, and we'll check things out as that one goes. Here, we're about ready. Teams are, the Elkers just about ready to rush out onto the field. Red Bank will be along. Kickoff is coming. It is 2025's high school football season book. Page 1 is about to be written. Our pregame show tonight brought to you by Lindbergh Furniture and Mattress of Johnsonburg and Brookville and the Lindbergh Furniture Sleep Center in historic downtown Johnsonburg. Be sure to stop by. Remember, you can buy it today, get it today. Kickoff coming, the Elkers and the Bulldogs on 97.5 The Hound, brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance Agency.
Have you been looking for a career in the powdered metal industry? Medco Industries is now hiring. Medco Industries on Brussels Street in St. Mary's is a locally owned company offering long-term
Pacelli Insurance in St. Mary's, or call them at 814-781-3888. Pacelli Insurance, your preferred local independent insurance agency. Pacelli Insurance, where we protect your world. When is the last time you really felt like your body was functioning properly? If you can't remember, then it's time for you to call Rowley Family Chiropractic of St. Mary's. They've been serving the community for 25 years. Their mission is to improve your overall quality of life by allowing your nervous system to work at its fullest potential. Want to know more? Log on RowleyFamilyChiropractic.com or call 814-834-1045. Rowley Family Chiropractic, improving health one spine at a time.
Big changes are happening at Domtar. We've united the legacies of paper excellence, Resolute Forest Products, and Domtar into one strong brand. While we have a new name, it's still the same trusted people, the same high-quality products, and the same dedication to the communities where we live and work. For roughly 200 years, our mills have been leading the way in sustainable forestry and innovative solutions. And we're just getting started. Domtar. We are the fiber for the future. Visit domtar.com to learn more.
Zook Motors in Kane is a proud supporter of the area's high school sports teams. They know what it means to be part of a community. Family owned and operated, they've been serving the area for almost 100 years. That's why you can trust Zooks to find you the right vehicle for your needs and price range. Best of luck to the players and coaches in today's matchup from everyone on the team at Zook Motors, your area Ford dealer just west of Kane on Route 6.
With 2 locations on Baker Alley and Ridgeway and Route 219 in Johnsonburg, Elk County Foods' friendly staff is ready to serve you. They offer daily and weekly specials, including their 5 for $24.99 in the meat department. Check out their large hot and cold deli, the freshest of fresh produce, and their own homemade beef sticks and smoked cheese. Having a get-together? Let Elk County Foods do the work for you. Elk County Foods of Ridgeway and Johnsonburg, hometown proud. Check us out on Facebook or visit us online.
For nearly 40 years, one name in the area stands out when it comes to plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and more.
Hi, this is Shirley from Newell's Plumbing and Heating and Air Conditioning. We have been providing plumbing and HVAC services in St. Mary's since 1984. Our customers Our team of technicians has a combined 88 years of experience, so we have knowledge on our side for any job. We are professional, fair, family-friendly, and work with you to understand your needs and goals. From residential to light commercial, we can ensure your plumbing and HVAC systems are running at peak performance.
For all your plumbing and heating needs, put your trust in us. Newell's Plumbing and Heating's Trout Run Road, St. Mary's.
And if you got butterflies right now, don't feel bad, because we do too. Welcome back to Red Bank Valley High School. At the top of the hour, WDDH, St. Mary's, 97.5 The Hound, and online at houndcountry.com. J.J. Michaels, Rick Porter, and the season opener, and we are about to get underway as the Elkers are going to receive tonight's opening kickoff. Mr. Porter?
Yeah, I think that's one of the big questions. Have to be answered is what can the Elkers do offensively? I think defensively they'll be pretty sound, but we saw them last year have they were kind of inconsistent. They'd have a quarter where they looked pretty darn good in that last couple of drives, and then they'd have a quarter where they just couldn't move the ball. So we'll see if they can maybe be a little more consistent this year. We're going to find out out of the chute. Right out of the chute as Nate Steger and Jace Zimmerman, the freshman, deep for the Elkers. They're in their road whites, the maroon numbers, gray trim. Red Bank in their home reds with the white numerals, and they're sharp looking. I love their uniforms. Titus Smith, the senior, ready to boot it away. And the 2025 season is going to be underway from New Bethlehem. Glad you're along, and we hope you enjoy this one. It'll be Zimmerman up at about the 17-yard line, over the 20, breaks a couple of tackles, now moves back up over the 25-yard line, and that is where the Elkers will start, 1st and 10. Nice little run back for freshman. Yep. Broke a couple tackles there at the end, got himself an extra probably 5 yards out of that. Ridgeway will start at the 25.
Yeah, the single wing, the last couple of years, Rick, it's, these kids now, this will be some of them that'll be their third year of running this offense, and Rocco Allegretto is the de facto quarterback of the offense, although there is no such.
Yeah, in this single wing, you never know who they're going to snap the ball to.
Marcus Gerg is in the backfield along with him. Xavier Stockman to the wing, and they're going to go Allegretto on first down. He goes to the right side, gets into the pile. Not much there, maybe a yard or two.
Yeah, probably got a couple out of that, but maybe 3 even.
Yeah, it looks pretty good up to about the 28-yard line. And give him 3, it'll be 2nd down and 7. That offensive line for Ridgeway, a little bit undersized when you look at the unit as a whole, but there's some tough kids up there. Frank Howard, one of them. 2nd down, call it 7. And it's going to be Gerg to the left this time. Bows around, and a great open field tackle. That's Braylon Wagner back at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, stay back. He didn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage that time. Good defensive effort, good pursuit. They had 3 guys out there that just kept stringing the play out to the left, to the offensive left, and nowhere to go.
Boy, that Eli Rex is the D end on this side, and that was his job right there, was to force that out, and he did it.
That out, yep.
So 3rd down, you got to get 11, and the Elkers, they hand it off. Here is Stager up the middle. He gets some yards. He'll get out to about the 30, but that's going to be about it.
He got about 6, but he needed 11, so
it'll be 4th down. And the Elkers going to have to punt it away. And some danger back deep. Jace Klauser and Wyatt Byers. And Casilio will be booting it away.
Well, one takeaway from that offensive possession is the Elkers going to a running play on 3rd and 11.
Yeah, they're going to be run heavy this year. Casilio gets the punt away. Good high kick. And a fair catch called for and made at the 41-yard line by Wyatt Byers. And that is where Red Bank will start 1st and 10. 9:57 to go. First quarter just underway from Red Bank Valley. No score in this one. Glad to have you along.
Well, pretty good field possession for the Bulldogs and Braylon Wagner to.
Well, this is
season.
Anywhere on the field is danger territory
right.
for them to score, but it wouldn't shock me to see them go deep. 1st down, nope, they're going to ride into the pile. Brock George and a fumble on the play. The Elkers got it.
Looked like Frank Howard, the junior, recovered that, number 58. Ball came loose. I thought they might go deep on the very first play.
I was expecting it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and instead they went to a running play. And I'm not sure who it was that had the football for Red Bank, but I just saw it squirt loose, and it looked like Frank Howard, number 58, pounced on it.
First big break goes to the Elkers tonight. They'll have it at the 43-yard line to the Bulldogs. 1st down and 10 with 9:52 to go in this first quarter. Sun's still on the field here at Red Bank High School as the lights just flicker on up top, and they will start to warm up. 1st down, here comes a run left, and that is not much there for Jace Zimmerman, and Zimmerman gets pushed back for about a yard loss.
And that was Easton Magnotti, I think, number 12, that came over and made that play.
A loss of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 11. Elkers will go with the single wing. Allegretto. And there's Zimmerman again. And then, boy, nothing but red jerseys. He gets just swamped back at the 48.
And that was Peyton Kennemuth, I think, that made the initial penetration and kind of just blew the play up. And then a bunch of piranhas in red helmets came along and devoured the rest of it.
Well, Rick, how often do we talk about the guys up front and winning that line of scrimmage? And, boy, Red Bank has thus far gotten won the battles.
Yeah, and you don't have to make a tackle to win at the line of scrimmage. I mean, and that was the case that time with Kennemuth.
So 3rd down and long at the 48-yard line. And they go handoff Steger and nothing. Wow. I mean, the defensive guy was almost there to take the handoff from him. That was Jackson Huffman.
Well, I'll be honest, coming into the thing, I thought, hey, this could be fun watching Braylon Wagner do his thing down here at Red Bank, and it's their defense. It's been impressive here in the first almost 4 minutes of the game.
Fair catch called for and made by Wyatt Byers, and that'll be down at the 25-yard line. And again, and already, this is a good thing if you're Ridgeway, because Casilio is twice now punted the ball in a position where there was no chance for a return, and that's big when you're on special teams and change in field position here.
And Ridgeway picked up about 16 yards in field position. But you got to try to keep those guys out of there. He was very fortunate to get that one away.
25-yard line, 1st down, Red Bank. Carson Gold, the lone man to the left. Wagner from the shotgun. He's back to throw. Sets. Now he goes deep. He's got Gold down there, and he caught it. Oh! Did he catch that?
He did catch it.
Unbelievable catch.
He had it, and he lost it. He pulled it back in with one hand.
Oh, my. How in the world did he catch that ball?
That was Marcus Alio playing that right on the right side of that defense over there that was in coverage. But the ball was just perfectly thrown. And
gain of 40 on the play to the Ridgeway 35. Wagner to throw again, this time in the flat. Again, it is Gold, out of bounds, right at the sticks. And he's going to be about a yard short. He'll get 9 down to the 26-yard line. 2nd down and about 1.
Well, I know it's early, but based on his first 2 passes, I don't think the accuracy is going to be a problem for Braylon Wagner. I mean,
no.
Boy, he put both of those passes right where only his guys could get them.
Straight ahead to give, and nothing doing there. Great job as Brock George gets thrown to the turf for a loss of about 2 on the play. And he gets back 25, 6, 7, 8-yard line. They don't have the numbers painted on the field here, so no. I got to look over to see the little pylons.
Marcus Gerd made a tackle for Ridgeway that time.
3rd down and about 3. Long count. Wagner rolling to the right, looking, has time. He's going to tuck it and run. Oh, what a move he put on there, and he's got the 1st down to the 20-yard line. He made a move on Marcus Gerd there and skirted past him, 1st down. And that is the other side of Wagner that we didn't even get a chance to talk about. The kid is shifty and can run the football.
Well, he ran for almost 400 yards last year.
That's pretty impressive for a quarterback that throws for 3,000. He goes down the sideline, incomplete. And no penalty flag on the play.
That was Kilpack. Was it Kilpack? No. No, that's number 5 for Ridgeway. That's Brandon Stager.
Yeah. So incomplete, 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line. 6:36 to go, 1st quarter, no score. 2nd possession for the Bulldogs. The Elkers have had 2 unsuccessful totes with the ball. Shotgun on 2nd and 10. They ride the middle. That's George. He's got room. He's got a 1st down inside the 10-yard line. Down to about the 9.
Boy, he's a big boy.
You got to hit him low. If you don't, you're going to be in trouble.
Steam. You don't hit him low. You're not bringing him down.
And they move it to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal for Red Bank Valley. Shotgun, Wagner, penalty flag flies before this one gets underway. And that'll be offsides against Ridgeway.
Oh, boy, free 5 yards.
Well, that'll go down to the 4-yard line. Or, yeah, they'll move it down to the, okay, that is a 5-yarder, even inside here. So they wind the clock now, 6:30 to go in the first. 4-yard line, 1st and goal. Wagner rolling to the left, has tons of time. Now has to go as the pocket collapses and he goes down back at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't see who that was.
That was Gerg.
That was Gerg? Okay,
yep.
Marcus Gerg. Boy, Braylon Wagner just looked so cool. Rolling out to his left there, just looking for somebody, and the coverage was good, and Marcus Gerg just said no.
Yeah, and give them credit. Gerg had to come from the other side of the field and made that happen. So 2nd and goal. Wagner totes it up to the end zone. Got his man. Touchdown.
That was just a perfectly
Carson
thrown
Gold.
pass.
And the touchdown pass, the very first Spitzer scoring play of the year, brought to you by Spitzer Auto World of St. Mary's on the $1 Million Highway. Their world revolves around you. So now they line up in this funky extra point attempt lineup here. 3 guys to the middle. Wagner going to roll out. Now flips it to the end zone, and it's tipped away. Incomplete, and it'll remain 6-0. Bulldogs, 5:46 to go in the first quarter. High school football on the Hound, brought to you by the St. Mary's Insurance Agency.
Hey, Carney from Cataldo Collision. Do you know Cataldo Collision is certified or recommended by the following automobile manufacturers? Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Nissan, Kia, Hyundai, General Motors, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Honda, Acura, and Subaru. So if your vehicle was involved in an accident, bring it to the Tri-County's largest certified or recommended collision repair center, Cataldo's Collision, on Division Street in DuBois, the building with the big red roof. And remember, we do magic.
Are you hungry? Bell's Meat and Poultry can fill you up with 40 mouth-watering flavors of sausage, from Greek to blueberry maple. How about a chicken breast, Virginia ham, Swiss cheese, Greek sausage, bacon-wrapped ball of deliciousness that is their world-famous griller? Don't forget they have fresh cuts of meat, and you can't have meat without cheese, and Bell's has the best smoked cheese around. Don't believe me? Just ask any of the people from State College to Buffalo that have come to Kane to visit the biggest little store around. 814-837-7321.
The ensuing kickoff, and the Elkers fall on it, as it has to be covered up there. And on that is Marcus Alio at about the 30-yard line, and that's where the Elkers will have possession. Almost a disaster there, as that one was sitting on the ground for a few seconds. Rick?
Yeah, they didn't kick it deep. They just kind of pooched it over to the middle and off to the right a little bit. And I think Ridgeway was a little confused, and fortunately, Alio just decided, let's just pounce on it.
So 1st down and 10. The Elkers now in their 3rd possession. The first 2, they have a net -3 yards of total offense. And 1st down. Here's Stockman. Stockman's going to flip it downfield. Got a man there, and it's incomplete. Oh, just out of the reach. It was there. And Gavin Kilpeck just couldn't get it. Incomplete.
And he was way behind the defense. The ball was just thrown a little bit too far. And I mean, if it would have been a couple feet shorter, I think he'd probably be going into the end zone right about.
Here comes Stockman. He's right side, got some room, and he bowls over the defender up over the 35 to the 38-yard line. And that's the kid that they talked about. Well, they're going to give him the first down all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I thought he was a little bit short.
You feel bad for the kid. It was right at the last practice last year before the season started. He blew out his knee, and he's back. And I'll tell you, he's a load. First down, Elkers, their first down of the year. And they're going going to go with him again, right side, and this time he falls forward for a couple. That'll be about it.
Yep, we'll give him a couple and bring up a 2nd and 8.
6-0, Red Bank. Side handoff the opposite way to Stager, and Stager gets stacked up. Boy, good penetration again by the guys in red, and he goes backwards to about the, well, they're going to mark his forward progress at the 40.
A little bit of an inside reverse, and boy, just nothing doing. Very impressive defense by Red Bank so far.
You know, the Elkers have run 10 offensive plays, and I'm going to say at least half of them, there's been penetration to 1 yard to 2 yards in the backfield.
At least half, yeah.
So it's 3rd down and 10. Elkers 0 for 2 on 3rd downs in this first quarter. Down to 4 minutes to go now in the stanza. Stockman back to throw. Flips it out here. Got a man. It's Stager. First down across midfield into the 40, inside the 45-yard line.
Boy, great route by Stager. Just got himself open over on the right sideline. Good job by Stockman. Just hit him right in the numbers.
And they'll give him the 42-yard line and a first down. So the Elkers got a little something going here. This will be the 6th play of the drive. Do you think they missed Stockman last year?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, he's been pretty impressive.
First down, Elkers. It's trotting in motion. This is Gerg straight ahead. Marcus bowling over some defenders inside the 40-yard line, down to the 39. And it'll be 2nd and 7. 3 minutes to go, first period. 6-0. Red Bank Valley in front. Opening night of high school football.
We're starting to look a little more confident here in this drive.
Well, that's a key, man. Last year in the game here, they were down about 21-0 at this point, or 21-7.
Yeah, before you knew what happened.
2nd down, call it 7. Man in motion, Stager. They go Gerg straight ahead. This time some room. He bowls inside, and he'll go inside the 35-yard line down to about the 33.
He's close to first down. We'll see how.
Going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, I thought it was a little closer than that, but.
Well,
3rd and 1, yeah.
3rd and 1. That's right where Ridgeway wants it.
And I think if you don't get it here, you got to go for it. But see what happens. It's only 3rd down. But
Elkers come up. Stockman in that wing position. He's got Gerg right next to him in the backfield. And they go straight ahead, Gerg. Marcus pushes, first down and more inside the 30, down to about the 28, and still fighting for it.
Yeah, that was just Gerg doing his Jerome Bettis impersonation there. You're just going to move the pile until you make me fall down.
Well, they'll mark him at the 29-yard line for the first down. And 8 plays into this drive, the Elkers moving the ball. Minute 45 to go in the first quarter. Now Gerg and Stockman back there with Allegretto, and they go Stockman, run left. Turns it upfield, gets a block inside the 25, still pushing around, and he's down to about the 23-yard line.
Well, they're going to give him about 7 yards on that carry, and that's a pretty good pickup on first down.
And you
6
take
and
that.
a half, I guess.
Give him about 6. Minute 10 and a rolling clock first quarter. And this is, this is no secret, Rick, what the Elkers want to do. This is their game plan from here to infinity, is run the ball, eat the clock.
Yeah, and boy, they didn't do any of it on the first 2 drives, but this 3rd drive, looking pretty solid.
Yes, indeed. Jace Zimmerman in the backfield. Stager in motion. It's Zimmerman straight ahead. He fakes the handoff, and he gets stacked up. He'll be short of the first down and get maybe a yard.
Yeah, about a yard, I'd say. Maybe a little bit less.
And that might run us to the end of the first quarter. And, yeah, the Elker's going to trot over to the side. And well, let's see. Yeah, they're going to end the first quarter. We've played one here in New Bethlehem. The Red Bank Valley Bulldogs lead it 6-0. You're listening to high school football coverage on the Hound and online at houndcountry.com, brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance Agency.
Johnson's Tire Service on Route 6 in Clarendon has been your Goodyear tire dealer for over 40 years. If you're in the market for a new set of truck tires, Johnson's Tire Service is your area dealer for Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands. They offer alignment service for trucks, motorhomes, it sure helps to have a bank that helps with that process. At Hamlin Bank, they are the bank that takes care of its customers. Visit one of their locations in Smethport, Kane, Mount Jewett, Eldred, Bradford, Olean, New York, St. Mary's, and their newest branch in Sheffield. See them online at hamlinbank.com. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Red Bank Valley High School in New Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Wonderful, wonderful little borough. As one quarter in the books and a 6-0 Red Bank Valley lead. The Elkers in the midst of a drive that started with just under 6 minutes left in the first quarter. They now have it. This will be the 11th play of this drive at the Red Bank 22-yard line. And they're going to go handoff left, and not much there. That is Zimmerman on the carry, and he might get back to the line. I think that's it.
Yeah, they haven't moved the stick at all, except to change it from third down to fourth down.
Yep, it'll be 4th and 3. Red Bank on top thanks to a touchdown pass from Braylon Wagner to Carson Gold in the first quarter. 4th down, Elker's going to go for it. And they go Gerg straight ahead. Pushing, trying. Helmet's falling off, and down goes Gerg, and it'll be a turnover on downs. He gets back to the line, maybe a yard, and the Elkers are going to be pushed away.
That was Frank Howard that that was Bo Vigilone that lost his helmet there.
Yep, he'll be a yard short. They mark him at the 21-yard line. And that is where the Bulldogs will take over. 1st and 10, 11:16 to go. In the first half, 6-0. Red Bank leads it.
Nice little drive by Ridgewood.
Last year, it's good that happens, but you got to convert that.
Got to
stuff.
convert most of those into something.
Little flip pass out in the flat here. It's caught, and that is Jace Klauser, the freshman, up over the 25 to about the 27-yard line.
Got about 5, maybe 6.
28.
6. Oh, looks like they're going to give him about 7.
It'll be 2nd and 3. Wagner 4 of 5 on the night. This one is another one just opposite direction, and it's Huffman, and he gets caught. What a great defensive play.
I'm trying to keep an eye on that kid. I'm going to lose him.
He didn't get anything.
I think was that Rocco that made the tackle?
It might have been.
Marcus Gerd. Okay, Marcus. All right.
Yeah, and it's 3rd down and 3. Wagner from the shotgun. Rolls to the left now. Has time. Flips it in the flat. He's got a man, Klauser. 1st down up over the 35 and out towards the 40-yard line. They make that look so easy, Rick.
Well,
just putting him out there and just flipping it out.
And Braylon Wagner's the one that makes it look easy. He just looks like there's no defense out there. He just looks like it's something they're going over in practice or something.
Yeah.
He just, he's a right-handed quarterback, and they've rolled him out a number of times to his left, and that's no easy task, but they just sent a little receiver just right out in front of him, and easy pass to complete.
He's got time to eat his lunch and dinner and then a bedtime snack back there. There's
Yeah.
a give up the middle. That's George, and he runs right into Xavier Stockman at the 41, 42-yard line.
And he looked to me like he was about to go for a pretty solid gain, and Xavier Stockman just said no.
And they'll give him a yard. Second and 9. Under 9:45 to go in the first half. 6-0 Bulldogs. Wagner back to throw. Steps up, flips it out. The flat almost intercepted.
Oh,
Rocco Allegretto had his hands on it. Oh.
I don't want to risk jinxing the thing, but there hasn't been a penalty yet, has there?
One.
But just one
Yep.
penalty?
Yeah, Ridgeway was offside.
Oh, that's right. Ridgeway was offsides defensively.
Yep.
But all things considered, we're 9 minutes, 31 seconds of the second quarter. First game of the year.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, a lot of young linemen on both teams. And
Third down and 9. Here's Wagner back to throw. Has some time. Now going to be flushed out to the right. Looking. Now not being chased by anybody. Fires downfield. He's got a man. First down at the 40-yard line.
It's hard to tell from here whether he was in bounds or not, but just a perfect strike. And again, he rolled out to his right that time. There's nothing about him that says he looks distressed or in a hurry. He just very calmly rolls out, looks for a guy, and then throws the ball right on the money every time.
That was Huffman on the catch, and it's first down Bulldogs at the Ridgeway 40-yard line. There's a give to George, left side, and he gets tripped up. Marcus Gerg the first there. He'll fall forward for about a yard or so.
Out of PNC Park, the Buccos took a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first.
Oh, their season's still going?
Two-run double from the ageless wonder, number 22, McCutcheon.
I joke.
I know. There's a lot of games left.
3 to the left. Wagner going to flip it deep to the right. Got a man there, Huffman. Oh, what a catch!
Are you kidding me?
Touchdown! You got to be kidding me.
40 yards.
Wow. I don't believe he caught that ball.
Who was it that caught it?
Jackson Huffman, number
Huffman,
16.
okay.
Talk about a Spitzer scoring play. 39-yard touchdown pass.
I thought it was overthrown, and I kind of gave up on it, and all of a sudden, he's got it.
Brought to you by Spitzer Auto World of St. Mary's. Their world revolves around you. Now the extra point attempt. Wagner spreads everybody out, flips inside, and the pass no good. And the attempt falls short. It's 12-0 Red Bank Valley High School football on the Hound, brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Feeling overwhelmed by Medicare? You're not alone, but here's some help. On Wednesday, September 10th at 5:30, join Jackie Whitaker and Mark Grandinetti at the offices of St. Mary's Insurance Agency, 301 Depot Street, for a free, no-pressure Medicare workshop. They'll answer your questions, clear up the confusion, and help you avoid costly mistakes so you can feel confident about your Medicare coverage. For more information or to reserve a spot, call 814-834-2897 or visit stmariesagency.com.
Lindbergh Furniture, that's the star.
Where you'll find bargains galore.
Bob and Bonnie will save you cash.
And deliver your furniture in a flash.
Lindbergh.
Lindbergh Furniture wants to congratulate the teams playing in tonight's game. Congratulations on all you've achieved this year.
here it is 12-0 Bulldogs as Zimmerman and Steger go back deep for the Elkers here. Titus Smith to kick it off for the Bulldogs. And it is a good one. It'll come down to Zimmerman at the 17-yard line. On the return to the left side, turns it back upfield, breaks a tackle, has some room, and is finally going to be drugged down at about the 43-yard line.
Pretty nice little return from Jay Zimmerman, just a freshman.
43. And the Elkers will have it again. They had a nice drive going the last time that they they had the football, but were unable to convert on a 4th down and 3.
Well, they could sure use a score here because you really don't want to get behind more than 12 against Red Bank on their field.
With 8:26 to go in this first half. Steger gets the handoff left side, now turns it up the middle, has a nice little gain up to about the 48-yard line.
Well, they got 4 or 5 out of that. Looks like about 5.
Yeah, they give him the 49.
Well, yeah, almost 6. He's right at the spot where you said it looks like they might have had a bonfire in the middle of the field.
It looks
just
like
there's a round patch of dirt there. There's no grass growing.
Well, it just looks like somebody had a bonfire there the other night.
Looks like a spot on the top of my head. Well, never mind. We'll just let it go.
yeah, I see what you did there because you know it's coming to me next. Stockman going to throw deep. He's got a man there, and it's intercepted down at about the 17-yard line.
Boy, that was a nice play. Not sure who that was. Was that cool?
I think it was Carson Gold.
Yep,
it was Carson Gold.
He's having himself
wow.
a night.
It'll be the 10, 15, 17-yard line. Trying to get it to Kilpeck out there and couldn't do it.
Yeah, it basically got down to a 2-man fight for the ball, and Gould just came up with it.
So the Bulldogs back to the offense. Play fake. They whip it out on the flat. Huffman's got it. Makes a move at the 20, 25, and is going to have a first down at about the 28-yard line.
That was the first time I thought that Red Bank did anything with a little wrinkle to it.
Yeah.
So they're looking over at the official.
20,
nope, they're just waiting for him to move the
27, okay. So gain of 11, or gain of 10 on the play. And another Bulldog first down. That's their 7th of the game. They go straight ahead to George, and he bowls forward up over the 30 to the 32, almost the 33-yard line.
George, senior. I don't have a roster with the sizes on there, but boy, he's a big dude, number 24.
Well, ask him.
Maybe,
he shall
maybe
receive.
there's another one over there. Yeah. How big's number 24?
210.
Okay, yeah,
that's pretty
good
big
size for a high school fella.
Wagner back, flips it down the middle, and he tripped. Oh
Yep.
my! The freshman Klauser tripped.
Yeah, and I don't know if he got tangled up with one of the defensive players or just one of those things where he just kind of.
I think the bonfire spot.
Yeah, that's right about where he lost his footing there.
Yeah.
Well, Mother Nature is on strike here as far as water in the field goes.
You got that. You got that right. Here's a pass in the flat. Oh, what a catch!
Nice.
Byers, incomplete.
They're going to call it incomplete. It was almost a great catch, though, by Byers. Wyatt Byers.
And it'll be 4th down. Now there's a penalty flag down in the backfield. The penalty is going to be on Red Bank. Let's see if the Elkers are going to elect to take it or
what was the call?
They're going to decline it. It was a hold, I think, on Red Bank.
Right. Oh, that is a hold. Yep. There's the guy in the white hat making the signal. Ridgeway is going to decline it.
Yep, and it'll be 4th down. So the Elkers force a punt attempt here, or at least they're going to line up in that. Jackson Huffman.
Good defensive series that time for Ridgeway.
And Hoffman, they're going to fake it. Throw it downfield. Got him in. Klauser. First down up over the 45 to the 46. I had a thought that they were going to do that.
Yeah, well, that's just a kick in the kneecap there for Ridgeway.
And it'll be a first down, 13 yards.
Well,
and
you know, when Braylon Wagner's your quarterback, you can do a lot of stuff.
Oh,
you
boy.
know, you can fool a lot of people. You can put guys in spots here and there. And who was it that threw that pass that time?
That was Huffman.
That was Huffman.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
and it looked
Huffman,
pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. He looked pretty good throwing it. So the ball up at the 45. The officials meeting here about something. Not sure what.
It's one of those cases where, you know, you relax a little bit because, you know, the ball's not going in Wagner's hands. So and you think, okay, we'll just field this punt here. But, you know, with you can't relax just because he's not getting the ball snapped to him.
6:20 to go in the half. 12-0. Bulldogs lead it. Here is Wagner back to throw. Steps up away from some pressure. Now skirts off to the left. Still looking. Downfield. Got a man there. Incomplete. Marcus Alio with good defense.
Good hot pursuit that time from Logan Hake, the sophomore. Well, he's a big kid, too, number 77.
Yep.
Just a sophomore.
Him and Gavin Wyatt, the sophomore up on that D line.
Frank Howard's no little fella either.
No. So it's 2nd and 10 now, 45-yard line of the Bulldogs. Wagner shotgun, steps back, flips it out here, got a man. Huffman steps right in front of the flag, turns around, and has another 5 or 6 yards, and then a penalty flag comes in.
That's got to be against Ridgeway, I would imagine. Maybe a face mask? Or
Yeah, you would think. They'll give him.
Yeah, I don't know what else it could have been. It's got to be, you know.
Yeah, you would think. The play went to the 40-yard line. Oh, Red Bank's moving back here.
Wow, I can't wait to see what this call is. There were 2 Ridgeway players and a Red Bank receiver over there. Oh, and the Red Bank receiver. Oh, no, there it is. That's the call that we thought it was. It's against Ridgeway. Oh, there's offsetting penalties.
Okay.
What was that second penalty?
I don't know. What was that? Oh,
that's a
sideline warning.
Okay, yeah.
You know that'll drive. You know that'll drive Coach Gold nuts. That's a penalty where there'll be some calisthenics Monday in practice for that one. You can probably guarantee that.
Yeah.
So they'll do it again. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after all that, it's like nothing happened.
Well, you know, hey, it doesn't exist. Here's a handoff to George straight ahead. Nope, catch that. It's Wagner keeping it, and he gets tripped up. Nice play there by Marcus Gerg for about a yard gain.
I'm telling you, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Marcus Gerg on the defensive side of the ball.
He's picking up right where he left off last year. I mean, that kid was everywhere on the field defensively, and he's just doing it again here in the first, 12, 18, 19 minutes of this game. 5:20 to go in the half. Wagner back to throw, going deep. Man there. Hoffman! Oh, no! Look at him stay up! I can't believe that!
He almost got into the end zone. Listen, that was pretty good coverage. And the ball was just perfectly thrown. You can't throw the ball more accurately than Braylon Wagner has thrown it today.
I don't, it's amazing to me sitting here how he catches that. How do you catch? I mean, there was good coverage.
Good coverage, but Wagner just put it right where it needed to be. And
wow. Well, the 1-yard line, 1st and goal, and now Huffman is under center, and Huffman's going to take it and trot it in. Touchdown, Red Bank Valley, and he didn't even have to try there. It was just a waltzing Matilda into the end zone. Spitzer scoring play brought to you by Spitzer Auto World of St. Mary's on the $1 Million Highway. Their world revolves around you. And now they'll bring out Titus Smith to try the extra point here.
Yeah, they were 0 for 2 on 2-point attempts.
What has been the Jackson Huffman show here in this first half, and now a penalty.
Penalty flag on the far side. Legal procedure. False start. That's going to move it back 5 yards.
Well, 5 yards deeper. It'll be a 15, about a 25-yard field goal in essence. Snap, hold, kick on the way, and it is good. 5:02 to go, first half. It is now Red Bank 19, Ridgeway nothing. High school football on the Hound, brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Heating and cooling done right, guaranteed. Epic heating and cooling, all day or night when you need. Epic heating and cooling, Epic, every time. Our trusted team for the cold and heat. Epic heating and cooling, all day or night when you need. Epic heating and cooling done right, guaranteed. Epic heating and cooling.
One of the new sponsors of high school football this year, Epic Heating and Cooling. Thank you to them for jumping on board with us this year as we come back to action. And they halted the kickoff there. I don't know what happened. Yeah, don't know what happened with that. But now Jackson Huffman will go on out there to kick off for Red Bank. 19-0 Bulldogs. And here comes the run-up. And the kickoff is going to bounce off of the hands of one man into the hands of Owen Steger. And Steger gets tripped up at about the 37-yard line. 38-yard line. And the Elkers will have it. 4:58 to go, first half. And, well, at this point, Rick, you just try to make something happen before the break here. You got to
put a dent in this lead somehow. I mean, if you want to have any chance really to win this game.
Red Bank gets the ball to start the second half, too. First down, Steger trots in motion. They go Gerg straight ahead, and Marcus maybe a yard, if that. No, he got nothing.
Spencer Horowitz with an RBI, and then Andrew McCutcheon with another two-run double. The Bucks are up 5-0.
How about that?
Bottom of the second.
I'm excited to see what these youngsters can do. Kilpack will go split out to the left, and they go shotgun. Stockman in the shotgun formation here. And he's back to throw. He'll flip it out to Steger. Steger shakes and bakes and gets tripped up for a loss. Great open field tackle. Was that Huffman? No, that was Peyton Kinnamuth.
Kinnamuth, yep. Could be about a 3 or 4 yard loss.
Timeout on the field. Red Bank will call that timeout. And they'll move it. Let's see, that completion moves it back to the 37. It was so tough to tell with no numbers on the field. And timeout Red Bank with 4:07 to go in the half here. Smetport has scored. They are on the was 21-0. 21-0 Carson City up over St. Mary's. Keystone over Brookville. Okay, Keystone 21-0 over Brookville.
Well, you mentioned Keystone in the pregame, and boy, they're up to a pretty raucous start. That's a big lead at Brookville.
Dom Corsetti is their third-year starter at quarterback. He's just a junior. Now back to throw Stockman, and he tries to get away from multiple red jerseys, and
There's
a penalty flag
There's a
comes in
down
late.
low. And that's got to be, I don't see what it could be if it's not a
face mask on Red Bank. Now, is it the 5-yard variety, or is it?
Now, will they mark that from the spot?
That'll be marked from the spot. Yep, they'll give the sack. It'll be in a sense to the 25. Oh, they're going to get it to 15.
Coach Gould is questioning that right now with the official. But
we're marking that off.
Oh, they're marking it from the line of scrimmage.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's from the line of scrimmage. Okay.
So, nice big free first down. What should have been a huge loss ends up being a first down. Ridgeway's got the ball in Red Bank territory.
At the 46-yard line. And it's a first down. Stager in motion. It's Gerg. Marcus, oh my. He just gets demolished. There's about 4 red jerseys right there to meet him.
Yeah, Red Bank has not been fooled by that play at all. Little fake handoff, and then Gerg just cuts it up to the middle of the field, and every time there's just a wall of red right there waiting for him.
Wow. So second down and 10. Clock down to 3:30 to go. First half, 19-0. Red Bank in front. Whole bunch of people around each other in the backfield there. Now Stager trots in motion. They go Gerg, same play, straight ahead, same result. Second effort, he bursts inside the 45 down to the 43.
He's going to end up getting about a 3-yard gain out of that.
And a timeout called by Red Bank with 3:07 to go here in the half, and it's third down and 7 coming up. Red Bank with 1 timeout left. It's been the Braylon Wagner, Jackson Huffman show here in this one so far. They've connected for a big touchdown and a couple of big old plays in addition to that.
Well, right now, Wagner just looks as cool as you can look.
Yeah,
in that quarterback spot, he just looks completely composed, and he's been able to throw it through the eye of a needle. Too. He's hit guys right in the hands on almost every pass.
Well, Huffman, 5 catches, 121 yards in that touchdown. Braylon Wagner, 10 of 14 for 204 yards and a couple scores.
It's pretty good half.
Not bad for a quarter in 9 minutes.
Well, there goes the V formation of Geese head to the field.
Yeah, how about that? You know what that stands for? Vigilone.
Okay. I thought you were going to say victory, but we'll go with Vigilone.
Victory, Vigilone, you know. Rick, of course, the AD.
Yep.
And assistant coach. Third down and 7 for the Elkers. They've got to get to the Red Bank 36. Long count. And here comes Allegretto to the right. Turns it upfield, and he falls forward to the 36, 37-yard line.
Got a little bit of room that time, and it's going to be a couple yards short, but
be about a yard short.
Yeah, yard and a half, and I'm thinking they're going to go for it.
Oh, I wouldn't. There's no 2 ways about it.
You're down 3 scores.
And 2:46 to go. It'll be fourth and a long one. They got to get just shy of that 35-yard strike there across the field. So here we go, fourth down. Stockman, Gerg deep in the backfield, and it'll be Stockman straight ahead, dives, and he is so close. I mean, that is right at.
It's going to be a spot thing. Red Bank saying they got it, but Ridgeway saying they got the first down.
He's got to have that. He's got to have it.
Where it's marked there, it certainly looks like it.
Well, they're going to measure it.
They're going to measure it.
Yep, they're going to measure it. And I'm going to say he's got it by the nose of the ball. Boy, that is so close. Where's these Bell's beef sticks?
Yeah, we got to
Hold
see
on.
how.
Hold on. Let me do my depth. Well,
Your beef stick rangefinder.
The beef stick rangefinder says he's got it.
Half the length of a football.
Yep, he's got it. Who's 35-0? Wow.
And that's about what it is.
By the nose of the football.
Yeah. And first down.
Wow. First down, Elkers. And that is a circle that one right now. I mean, it may not come back, but circle that because that would have given Braylon Wagner 2 minutes and 21 seconds and a timeout.
And it doesn't hurt your confidence if you're
No.
Ridgeway to pick up that first down
Yep.
on the fourth and a yard and a half. And
So now it'll be 1st and 10 to 36, and they'll wind the clock here. The Elkers have all 3 of their timeouts left.
Red Bank has 1 remaining.
Stockman and Gerg in the backfield. And they go Gerg. Student body left. Turns it upfield and can't get away from number 3. That's Connor Colwell. Be a yard gain to the 35.
Yard's about all he's going to get. Yeah.
And Ridgeway in no hurry here. And now they call timeout.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they let, an extra, probably 6 or 7 seconds tick off the clock before they called the timeout.
So that's their first of the half. Coming up at the half, back once again this year. The halftime report brought to you by Bell's Meat and Poultry on Fraley Street in Kane. Open 7 days a week to serve you. And I got to tell you, it was good to see Jack this morning. Good to see James, my buddy. And they're going to hook us up coming up in a few weeks when we're in Kane.
Well, I hate to be this guy, but when you sent me the schedule.
Oh, no.
And I was talking to Debbie, and I looked at it, and I said, oh, man, got a couple games in Kane coming up. And that means Bell's is going to be there at halftime with the fresh cook. I'm hoping, anyway.
Yeah, they will be.
Yeah, I'm sure
they will be. Oh, yeah.
They treat us right. You got to say that.
Yeah, no, I told him he had some Philly cheesesteak sausage. Philly sausage.
Sounds terrible.
It sounds horrible, and I said, I want that in 3 weeks when we come to Kane. He said, just let me know. I'll cook it up.
Were we up there 2 weeks in a row?
We're up there 2 weeks in a row this season. Yep. Well, back to throw Stockman on second down. Over the middle. Got a man. Steger, first down. Makes a move at the 20-yard line and dives down to the 17.
Big gain that time.
That was a big one. First down. They will mark him at the 17-yard line.
Did Stockman throw that?
Stockman to Steger, gain of 18.
Definitely.
And they wind the clock. Minute 30 to go. Elkers quick huddle. Now they break that. And it's Stockman running to the right, looking to turn it upfield. He does, inside the 10 and down to the 5-yard line. First down.
Yeah, they're going to mark him just outside the 5-yard line. Still a minute 7 left. Ridgeway's got all 3 of their timeouts.
Yep, Elkers, they call timeout.
Yeah.
Oh,
no. They used. Oh.
Oh, no. Stockman's down. And he's up. Try to get off the field.
Yeah, he's going to need a little assistance there.
Yep. And turn that camera away when there's an injury there.
Yep. You're good.
Minute 7 to go. Well, if there's good news here.
It might be a cramp.
It looks, if it's good, if you're looking for good news, they're treating it like that. Now, we aren't a doctor, so.
Yeah, they're stretching it out like it's a cramp, but we hope that's the case. And in the meantime, Ridgeway, another nice drive, moving the football again down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, and the Elkers now took their second timeout of the half.
When the weather's warm like this, you've been practicing.
Oh, yeah.
And it's hard to stay hydrated. Yeah. But, that looked a little more serious. But that's a cramp.
Yeah, that looks like a cramp, man. Boy,
that's a cramp. The problem is you don't want to take him off the field right now. If you don't have to, but I think don't you have to take him out?
He's got to come out for one play.
Yeah, I say he's got to come out for one play. Yeah, he didn't want to go to the sideline.
Yeah, he wanted to stay in. That kid's tough, man. Boy, and when you first saw him down there, you thought, oh, no, not the knee again. But thankfully, it looks just like you said, a cramp. Here we go. Gerg, first down.
Good
dives
cut
forward,
back
and he's going to get a yard, maybe two. And the Elkers going to have to rush back to the line. He only got to the 4.
Yeah, they're down to their last time out.
Under a minute to go. 50 seconds and a moving clock here in the first half. Allegretto there in the backfield. It's Gerg again. He's in. Touchdown, Ridgeway. From 4 yards out, and the Elkers are on the board. The Spitzer scoring play, a Marcus Gerg 4-yard touchdown run. Spitzer Auto World on the $1 Million Highway, St. Mary's. Their world revolves around you. And that was just what the doctor ordered for the boys in white.
Yeah, they needed that score.
So now Casilio will kick out of the hold of Stockman. Xavier back in there. Casilio really became just a great kicker in the last season. This kick is up, and he drills this one. It is good with 41 seconds to go in the half. It's now Red Bank 19, Ridgeway 7. And Rick, give the Elkers a lot of credit there. You know, the big part of that series was that face mask penalty. The Elkers had a big loss, and that face mask penalty kept that first down, kept that drive alive. Ended up being 11 plays, 62 yards in 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know what that loss would have been, but it would have been in double digits yardage-wise, and it would have been a disaster. But instead, they ended up getting a first down out of it, and the ball went all the way down into but he looks fine now. Ridgeway takes it in. Gerg for the touchdown, and boy, just like that, you have life.
Yeah, and the Elkers now to kick it off, Casilio. And Manganotti, back deep, along with Klauser. And a low line driver, that's going to get over to the side. It'll be fielded down there by Manganotti, back up over the 20-yard line, 25-30, still on his feet. Good yardage out to the 33-yard line.
Good return by Manganotti.
And they'll officially mark him at the 34, and one timeout, 35 seconds left in the half. Why not try something here if you're Red Bank?
Well, I've never talked to Braylon Wagner in my life, but just the way he's composed himself so far tonight, I think he's looking at the clock going, oh, that's plenty of time. I got a timeout and everything.
Oh, wait, timeout. Let me give me a sandwich. Give me a sandwich first.
Yeah.
Give me a Bell's Beef. Here you go, kid. Have a Bell's Beef.
He just looks cool as can be.
And now we're going to have here timeout.
Looks
Yep,
like
timeout Ridgeway.
Yep. Coach Heinzel's got that disgruntled coach hands on his hip look over there. So we'll
and I got a hunch this is a week one thing. This is an assignment. Somebody didn't line up in the right spot, and better to burn the timeout here, and potentially, possibly save a big.
Eden Bliss is a really once in a generation player.
Yeah,
I mean, his size. I mean,
we're blessed to be able to watch him play, that's for sure. Here's Wagner, first down, deep down the field, incomplete, no flag. That was good defense.
Nope, that was wanted a flag, but
everybody wants a flag on that, but I got to tell you, I think Alio had pretty good coverage.
Gold wanted a flag, but
it was a great effort by Gold. But I just think Alio had such great coverage there. Second down, trips to the right now for Red Bank. Wagner going to roll that way. Has some time. Now steps up a little bit. Still on his feet. We're throwing. And this one incomplete. Knocked out of bounds.
Down to 23 seconds to play.
And it's third down and 10 all of a sudden. 23 seconds left in the half. We'll move from the left hash mark here at the 35-yard line. They put trips to the right. Wagner to throw. Plenty of time. Zips over the middle. Picked off. It's Zimmerman at the 45-yard line. He's got guys in front. Moving back inside. Still on his feet. Inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line.
Well, Ridgeway's got 8 seconds. They've got basically one play. No timeouts left.
Wow.
Boy, that's a big turn of events, isn't it?
Boy, you aren't kidding. Now, here's the thing, Rick. You've got a boot in Casilio here. And I'm going to say...
Well, you don't have a timeout left.
You don't. Oh, there's only 8 seconds left.
Yeah,
okay.
They're going to have to do something quick. If they want to maybe try to pick up 5 or 6 yards on a sideline play or something, and then maybe get the kicker out there. But
well, let's see what happens here. Back to throw. Steps up, Allegretto, incomplete.
He got hit right as he was letting it go. That was, not sure who that is for Red Bank over there. It's number
that looks like Huffman.
16.
Yeah, that's Huffman.
That's Jackson Huffman, yep.
Huffman, a heck of a basketball player, too. So second down now, 4 seconds to go. So in reality, one play here. Allegretto. Well, if anything, that is a big confidence boost to head into halftime. Fake handoff. Gerg now going to throw it. Flips it out here, and it is incomplete. And that will end the first half as the ball falls to the ground. Boy, entertaining first half here in New Bethlehem. We've reached halftime. Red Bank Valley 19, Ridgeway 7. And the halftime report brought to you by Bell's Meat and Poultry in Kane is coming up next. You're listening to coverage of high school football on 97.5 The Hound, WDDH St. Mary's, brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Rest, relax, and renew at Dream Float Sensory Deprivation Float Therapy in St. Mary's. Hi, this is Dr. Katie Fernan. Did you know that float therapy relieves physical and mental stress? It improves sleep and promotes relaxation. No need to travel to healing hot springs when you have the same magical magnesium in the floats at Dream Float. For more information or to schedule, call Dream Float at 814-245-0838 or visit us online at beautywithinmd.com.
Need a loan? Go to Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union. I'll bet you've Union. See how simple it can be. Visit one of their 7 locations in the area or log on to mlfcu.net. Best of luck to all the athletes competing today from Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union. where it certainly is good to be a member.
When you want a hometown feel with plenty of options, you choose Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's, where the service is fun, fast, easy, and now backed by the Spitzer Shield. When you choose us, you choose a variety of brand new vehicles across 3 separate lots. When you choose us, you choose to know everything we've done to make our pre-owned vehicles second to none. A rigorous inspection process performed by factory trained technicians and professional detail inside and out. Visit us along the $1 Million Highway today for all of your Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford needs. Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's, our world revolves around you.
Top of the line builders, the area's leader in quality roofing projects, now add seamless gutter installation to our services. At Top of the Line Builders, our staff is trained to offer professional installation. For more information and a no-obligation quote on seamless gutters, call Nick Cherry at 814-965-5785. We offer free estimates and are fully insured. Top of the Line Builders. Get your project done right the first time.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurances for auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement in just one agency? That's what Pacelli Insurance is for. They can help protect what is important for you and your family's future. Visit Pacelli Insurance in St. Mary's or call them at 814-781-3888. Pacelli Insurance, your preferred local independent insurance agency. Pacelli Insurance, where we protect your world.
Have you been looking for a career in the powdered metal industry? Medco Industries is now hiring. Medco Industries on Brussels Street in St. Mary's is a locally owned company offering long-term steady careers or part-time work with advancement opportunities and great benefits. Operations are regular 8-hour shifts with most weekends off. Medco's machining facility, Pro Process LLC, offers CNC operator and setup positions in a climate-controlled facility. Apply online at medcopm.com. Medco Industries, locally owned and operated in St. Mary's for over 40 years.
When is the last time you really felt like your body was functioning properly? If you can't remember, then it's time for you to call Rowley Family Chiropractic of St. Mary's. They've been serving the community for 25 years. Their mission is to improve your overall quality of life by allowing your nervous system to work at its fullest potential. Want to know more? Log on RowleyFamilyChiropractic.com or call 814-834-1045. Rowley Family Chiropractic, improving health one spine at a time.
Big changes are happening at Domtar. We've united the legacies of paper excellence, Resolute Forest products, and Domtar into one strong brand. While we have a new name, it's still the same trusted people, the same high-quality products, and the same dedication to the communities where we live and work. For roughly 200 years, our mills have been leading the way in sustainable forestry and innovative solutions, and we're just getting started. Domtar. We are the fiber for the future. Visit domtar.com to learn more.
Do the
Customers are our #1 priority, and we are quick to answer or return calls, especially in emergency situations. From initial estimates through the project completion, we will work with you to ensure you're 100% satisfied. Our team of technicians has a combined 88 years of experience, so we have knowledge on our side for any job. We are professional, fair, family-friendly, and work with you to understand your needs and goals. From residential to light commercial, we can ensure your plumbing and HVAC systems are running everything at Peak Performance.
For all your plumbing and heating needs, put your trust in us. Newell's Plumbing and Heating's Trout Run Road, St.
Other brands. They offer alignment service for trucks, motorhomes, and trailers. Call 814-723-3950 or find them online at johnsonstire.com. Johnson's Tire Service thanks their customers for their positive reviews, earning a top-rated service center distinction by Carfax.
Welcome back to Red Bank Valley High School. At the half here in New Bethlehem, 19-7, the Bulldogs leading the Ridgeway Elkers. J.J. Michaels, Rick Porter, as we bring you back for the halftime report, brought to you by Bell's Meat and Poultry on Fraley Street in Kane. Open 7 days a week to serve you with the best cuts of beef, chicken, pork, sausage, and, well, just about any kind of other cuts you can imagine, as they once again have teamed up with us to do the halftime report. And can't thank Jack and his crew enough. Always great to see. You know, the first week I always go in there, and I always ask him, hey, what's going on? It's like, well, we're just rolling along, man. We're still cranking out orders. And, yeah, they once again have, they just say, hey, what do you want tonight? Here, try this, try this. Like, we got some first week traditions.
Yeah, with some old staples.
Some old staples that we get every year on the first week. And if you know me, you know that the Cajun crab dip is my absolute favorite thing in the world that Bell's makes. And it is also the same for Mark Martinez. So it was a double dose of the Cajun crab dip for our broadcast teams tonight. So we ended up getting that. And then, we got to pay tribute to Mr. Morgan with the first week of the year, the beef sticks. And we got his favorites. And, oh, by the way, it happens to be your favorite and one of my favorites, the jalapeno cheddar beef sticks. And my goodness sakes, are they spectacular. And
I keep waiting to be disappointed, and it never happens.
It'll never
I don't
happen.
think it's ever going to happen.
It'll never happen, man. It's just nuts. And, you go in there, and, the more things stay the same, the better it gets, because it's just the tried and true stuff over the years. You go up and you see the sausage counter. I saw their leek sausage, the Greek sausage. That is their staple, man. That is their best in the world. It is outstanding. And you just run up and down the meat counter there. Oh, I want this, I want this. I saw some stuffed peppers, like half stuffed peppers this morning.
Oh, I love stuffed peppers.
I do too, man. And you make them just right. You get them, you get them cooked just right. And
is Ray still up there?
Is who?
Ray.
Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
It was a few years ago I went up and I was talking to him up there once.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy.
I was going to say a few. It was probably like 6 or 7.
Yeah. But James still is, and I go in and see James all the time. And that guy, he's a magician when it comes to recommendations for stuff. Last year he made us. Was it last year or the year before? We had their kibasi with sauerkraut and their fresh rolls that they have. Oh my God!
Well, last year, the year before, they rescued something and turned it into something else.
Oh, that was the
cheese.
Cheese, the smoked Cooper cheese.
Yeah,
that melted and they turned it into a dip.
Into some kind of dip. Yeah, that was. That just goes to show you they can think on their feet too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, Labor Day weekend's coming up, and everybody's thinking one last cookout, perhaps. with friends and family, make it a plan to head to Bell's Meat and Poultry. Get your ground beef, get your chicken. The thing I also love is that it doesn't matter what stage you are at being a grill master or not. If you're a beginner, they have rubs and stuff that they pre-do. They put it in a marinade for you.
They'll give you advice on whatever you need.
And if you are a seasoned veteran with that, they'll also they got all the rubs and stuff and the marinades and everything in there. So do yourself a favor. Head to Bell's Meat and Poultry. Tell them we sent you. I guarantee you're going to go back for more. 19-7 at the half, Rick, and you look at this first half, and there's some positives and negatives on both sides of the ball for both teams. Red Bank, obviously, big plays. That's their MO, and that's what they've been able to do for many, many years now with this offense. And they hit some big plays in that first half. A couple of touchdown passes from Braylon Wagner and Jackson Huffman, a touchdown run in that first half. And business as usual, but they also made some mistakes in that first half.
An interception. And they gave Ridgeway an opportunity there at the end of the first half. Ridgeway, I think Ridgeway's. I mean, we're talking about Red Bank. They're a team that's one of the odds-on favorites to win the D9 title in Class A.
Yeah.
Ridgeway's come down here and they made a game of it, and I think offensively. When they get a little continuity with that wing T, they've been able to move the football. It's not the kind of thing where you're going to typically rip off, 50-yard chunks. You're going to get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards at a clip when it's working well, and that's just what they want.
Well, and the guy that has really, and it's nice to see because we sure missed it last year, but Xavier Stockman coming back after the knee injury, he's been their offensive leader in the first half, 5 carries, 31 yards, and he's got also 3 of 5 through the air for 35 yards, and he threw an interception there in that first half, but he's been their guy, and you throw in Marcus Gerg. He ran for that touchdown. He's got 11 carries for 19 yards. It's been gritty, but you started to see in that second quarter where the Elkers kind of went from, we're not sure, to, okay, here we go. And they finally got some continuity together. And I think that's got to be a big boost in that locker room right now to think, hey, guys, listen, we're playing with them. We've just got to make more plays in this second half.
Well, the X-Man did his thing, no doubt about it. And, you mentioned Gerg, and he's gained some really, really tough yards and scored their only touchdown. I think they need to get Rocco Allegretto and Nate Steger a little more involved in that wing T.
And I would say Gavin Kilpeck, too.
And Kilpeck, Kilpeck was wide open on what I think would have been a touchdown pass on the one play, and Stockman just overthrew him a little bit. That was his first pass of the season. And, well, obviously that was his first varsity pass ever.
Yeah.
And, he might have been a little amped up and overthrew it a little bit. But, if they make that play, and, this game's even closer. So, I think this first possession of the second half is going to be critical. Ridgeway's going to have to shore up the defense, not let Braylon Wagner come out there. Because Braylon Wagner is not playing at the same speed the other guys are. I don't. When you watch the game, it looks like everybody's playing at
half speed.
And he's just moseying around out there, looking around, picking out receivers, and then just throwing strikes for the most part. And boy, there's nothing fast about the game for him right now. It's all just right in front of him, and he's doing a tremendous job. I don't know what his numbers look like.
Well, I got him right here.
You got him there.
Yep, 10 of 17 for 204 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and the one interception. 121 of those yards to Jackson Huffman. Now, there's a guy, pardon my Chris Collinsworthism, but here's a guy where he's shown his multi-talented abilities. He caught 5 passes, threw a pass, completed it. He's also run for a touchdown in the first half. ///.
Yeah.
And he's had himself a whale of a half. So, it's business as usual for Red Bank in that sense. Total yardage in the first half, 234 for Red Bank, just 97 for the Elkers. The one thing the Elkers did do, and they continue to hold over from last year in doing it, is time of possession, nearly 16 minutes. they possessed the ball in that first half.
Yeah, boy, they love doing that, and they haven't turned the ball over. They picked up.
All over Brookville in the first half as well. They were up, I think, 35-0 or something of that nature there. So what do you got baseball-wise for us,
down
right?
at PNC Park, the Buccos are up on the Apples Colorado Rockies 5-0. Andrew McCutcheon with a couple of RBI doubles.
Yeah.
So he's still cranking.
He's still doing, man.
Yeah, he's hitting fifth in the lineup.
Yep.
And so looks like they're on the right road. Braxton Ashcraft has only given up one hit through 5 innings.
Are you familiar with the Mets super fan Frank the Tank Fleming?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's a little serious about the Mets.
I mean, just a little bit, and I'm worried the guy's going to have a heart attack because the Mets they've been choking stuff away here.
Yeah, the only thing keeping them from being the laughing stock of New York is the Yankees.
Pretty much. Wow, how about that? Can't say I'm disappointed in that, though.
No, I didn't shed any tears over it.
No, and if they would happen to lose the rest of the way and not have, and I'm not going to cry over that.
No.
That's for sure. No. Here at the half, it is 19-7. I'm sorry, I'm bitter. I'm bitter baseball fan. 19-7, Red Bank Valley at the half. The halftime report brought to you by Bell's Meat and Poultry on Fraley Street in Kane. We'll take a break. When we come back, second half action coming up. The Elkers, the Bulldogs. It is brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance Agency and affiliates on the house.
You've heard it said before that financial security doesn't come easy. You have to plan for it, work for it, and manage your money wisely. In today's financial world, it sure helps to have a bank that helps with that process. At Hamlin Bank, they are the bank that takes care of its customers. Visit one of their locations in Smethport, Kane, Mount Jewett, Eldred, Bradford, Olean, New York, St. Mary's, and their newest branch in Sheffield. See them online at hamlinbank.com. Member FDIC.
Here in Elk County, family means everything. At St. Mary's.
Lindbergh Furniture wants to congratulate the teams playing in tonight's game. Congratulations on all you've achieved this year. They're proud of you and your success. You're a fine example of our area youth.
Heating and cooling done right, guaranteed. Epic heating and cooling, all day or night when you need. Epic heating and cooling. Epic. Every time we show up for you. Epic. Making your day feel epic, like a superhero. Epic. Heating and cooling experts
Welcome back to Red Bank Valley High School, the halftime show brought to you by Bell's Meat and Poultry on Fraley Street in Kane. Remember, they're open 7 days a week to serve you, and I invite you to stop in at some point this weekend and check out all that they have to offer. Get yourself some of their dip, get yourself, well, you know, the one thing that we got to try here soon, Rick, is their ham salad and their chicken salad. That stuff is good.
Well, I think we have, 10 games plus playoffs
we got
to try it.
9 more weeks along the way here.
I think we have a Friday-Saturday situation here.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. At the end of September. So, second half ready to go. The Elkers will kick it off. And Casilio has it teed up. And for Red Bank, a trio back deep there. It'll be Klauser over to the left. Byers in the middle there, and Manganati on the left-hand side. Second half ready to go. Once again, thank you for joining us tonight as we are back with the high school football season. Casilio kicks this one way out of the end zone, and it'll be the 20-yard line for the Bulldogs. Now, very important here, Rick, in the first few minutes of this half, with the way Ridgeway's offense works, you do not want to get down by any more than the 12 you're already down.
No, that's not a come from behind. It's not a come from behind style offense, no doubt about that. One thing you do like about it is the way they chew up clock. It keeps the ball out of Braylon Wagner's hands.
Yep.
And that's a good thing if you're an opponent.
However,
Red Banks,
when he does have the ball, he's been pretty successful.
Well, he strikes fear in the hearts of defensive backs, no doubt about it. And that's
now penalty flag before we even get moving here. Penalty against
Red Bank. Somebody jumped up front, 5-yarder.
That'll move it back to the 15 and a first down and 15. They ride George straight ahead into the pile. He'll get forward a couple of yards, maybe about out to the 18. Hunter DeLockwilla there for the Elkers. Well, he gets a yard. That's it. Wow, I thought it was going to be a little bit less than that, but not so. Here's a little pass out in the flat. It's caught. Klauser makes a move. First down and more. Up over the 30, out to the 35, and out of bounds.
First down.
You know, it's not difficult what they do, Rick. It's just a little simple pass. They flood the zone, and they find the open man.
Yeah, and that's really what Wagner does. He just waits. He knows what his options are. He looks 1, 2, 3, and he just finds who's ever there and puts it right in their hands.
First down at the 34-yard line. And they ride George straight ahead. He's got a little steam build up. He pushes ahead out to the 38-yard line.
Got about 4, maybe 4.5.
39. Second and 5. 10:50 to go, third quarter. Bulldogs lead it 19-7. Here's Wagner rolling right. Looking, now tucks it up. Runs first down and out of bounds over the 45-yard line. My kid is just so cognizant out there.
And I think he could do that more.
I agree. And it is a first down to the 47-yard line. The 11th first down of the game for Red Bank. Here's George straight ahead, and he'll get a couple up to about the 49-yard line. 48. Actually, they'll give him one before it's all said and done. Opening night as nightfall finally has descended upon New Bethlehem. And what a gorgeous complex this is. If you've never been here before, this is one of the nicer places in District 9 for sure. There's a pass downfield. Got Huffman, makes the move, turns, shakes and bakes, and oh my, nice tackle down there. And that'll be a first down, but that, dare I say, that was a touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, Owen Stager saved a touchdown there. But again, you know, Wagner just calmly, casually, just finds a receiver and just gets him the ball.
21 yards on that completion and a first down, 31-yard line of the Elkers. Wagner back over the middle, got a man, Klauser, there he goes, touchdown.
31 yards.
And that is another Spitzer scoring play brought to you by the Spitzer Auto World on the $1 Million Highway, St. Mary's. Their world revolves around you, and it is 25-7, Red Bank. And now they will try the extra point here with Titus Smith. Out of the hold of Huffman. Snap, hold, kick, and it is good. 9:42 to go in the third quarter. Red Bank 26, Ridgeway 7. High school football brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Hi, this is Dr. Katie Fernan. Have you met Zerona? Let me introduce you. The Zerona is a non-invasive fat loss laser. Zerona is FDA approved. What does this mean? This means that the laser does what it says it does. And what it does is melts stubborn fat and painlessly reduces inches from your waist, hips, and thighs. No bruising, no discomfort. For more information, check us out online at beautywithinmd.com or call the office at 814-772-0722.
When you want a hometown feel with plenty of options, you choose Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's, where the service is fun, fast, easy, and now backed by the Spitzer Shield. When you choose us, you choose a variety of brand new vehicles across 3 separate lots. When you choose us, you choose to know everything we've done to make our pre-owned vehicles second to none. A rigorous inspection process performed by factory-trained technicians and professional detail inside and out. Visit us along the $1 Million Highway today for all of your Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford needs. Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's, our world revolves around you.
Kickoff comes down to Zimmerman at the 22-yard line, and Jace returns it up over the 30 to the 30, about the 35-yard line for the Elkers with 9:37 to go in this third quarter, and it is now Red Bank 26, Ridgeway 7, Rick, and the Elkers need some good things to happen quickly.
Well, you know, they're a point in the game now where they just really can't afford to have a 9, 10, 11-minute drives to get back in this thing. I mean, but they could use a score here, that's for sure.
Here comes Gerg, and Gerg is hit right away.
Again, who that was.
The penetration.
That is number 76 for the Bulldogs that made that tackle.
That is Jace Huffman.
Jace Huffman, okay.
Well, loss of 2 on that play. And once again, Rick, that front 4 of Red Bank has won that line of scrimmage more often than not tonight. And that has just been the big reason why Ridgeway just can't consistently do things. Here's a pass out here. Nice play. Steger turns around and gets up and falls for the first down at the 47-yard line.
That little move at the end there got him enough yardage for the first down.
Allegretto was the guy who threw that. And that'll be at the 46. Well, you know the old days when they, and even now in Major League Baseball, they talk about bullpen by committee. It's quarterback by committee for the Elkers.
Quarterback by committee when you do the wing tee.
First down. Here comes Gerg left. And nice job by the defensive lineman there. That was Wagner who dove in at the feet and caused him to go down.
Ended up getting
him about 2.
A couple of yards out of it, but looked like he was going to get more.
Clock down to 8:09 to go, third quarter. 26-7 Red Bank with the lead. Second down, 8. at the Ridgeway 48-yard line. Here comes Stager to the right side, and Nate makes a move. First down, inside the 40 and down to the 38-yard line.
Boy, good quick feet. Nate Stager that time just burst through there, got past the initial line of the defense, and made a big gain out of it.
Well, update just flashed over my phone. Bubba Chandler getting his first action as a Pittsburgh Pirate.
Well, yeah, he's a guy that I thought's been ready for a while now.
I agree. Yeah, did he? First down and 10 at the 38, and a penalty flag, or do we have a timeout? Nope, false start.
Make it first and 15.
Move it back 5 yards. That is the second penalty only on the Elkers tonight that has been accepted.
Which is miraculous when you look at their youth.
Red Bank's
considered its first game.
Red Bank's only got 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Of course, one of those was that costly face mask that Red Bank had that kept the drive going, which Ridgeway scored. So first and 15 now from the Red Bank 43. Here comes Nate Stager. Student body left. Gets the corner and a nice open field tackle by Klauser over there, but a nice little 6-yard jaunt for Stager.
Yeah, got back to about a yard beyond the original line of scrimmage. And, I thought at halftime that, he was the guy that is going to have to get a little more involved.
I agree.
He and Allegretto. And Allegretto has a completed pass here in the third quarter. And when Stager caught that one, and now he had a nice run there.
Second down 9, 6:25 and a moving clock here in this third quarter. Here's Allegretto to throw downfield, incomplete, and it was out of the hands of Stager, just over his reach.
Had him open, just overthrew him a little bit.
Well, I got to be honest with you. The Elkers have thrown 9 passes in this game. That's about 8 more than I thought they'd throw all night.
Well, yeah, I thought with this offense that they're running, I thought they might only throw 9 passes all year. But here they are, and they've looked okay in the passing game. I mean, they had
it's not bad.
Twice they've had guys open and didn't connect.
No,
and they've completed a couple big ones.
Exactly. Here's Gerg straight ahead. Breaks one guy. Breaks another. Into the open field. First down and more. And he's down to the 21-yard line.
Boy, that kid is tough.
When you get him on the move, he is so tough to bring down. And that was case in point there. 16-yard rip and a first down to the 21-yard line. 6 minutes to go. Third quarter. 26-7, Red Bank Valley. Gerg and Stager, the setbacks here. There goes Stager. And this time he runs right into the arms of Carson Gold. It's some positive yardage.
He's not going to make his money running between the tackles. So you got to get Nate out in the open field, get some green grass in front of him, and let him do his thing.
– 20-yard line, second down 9. This will be the 9th play of this drive for the Elkers. They've amassed 45 yards thus far. There you go. Allegretto rolls left. Now flips it downfield. Got a man there, and it is incomplete. Had Zimmerman with a step or two, but just couldn't get it as some red jerseys were bearing down on him.
Well, when the Elkers have missed, they've overthrown, and that's better than underthrowing it, because when you underthrow it, you're looking at the guys in the red jerseys all of a sudden with possession running the other way. So at least they've been able to accomplish that, but you got to like the fact that they've gotten some guys open. I'm sure when they look at the film, they're going to go, hey, these are some plays we can get guys open on.
Right.
Let's figure out how to get them the ball now.
Well, another third down for the Elkers. They're 3 of 7 tonight on third downs. They got to get 9. Here's Allegretto to throw. Rolling to the right, and he's down.
There he goes.
That was Huffman, I think.
Big loss.
Yep, Huffman with the sack.
He's having a nice third quarter.
Moves him back to the 27-yard line. And 4th down and long, 4th and about 16. Down to 4:25 and a moving clock here in this third quarter. Red Bank Valley leads it by 19, 26-7. Elkers lining up here. Allegretto got it, rolling left, got a man, Steger in the flat, and down he goes. Down to about the 17-yard line or so, and he's going to be well short of that first down.
Connor Colwell made the play for Red Bank. They picked up, 6 or 7 yards, it looked like. They just wasn't enough to...
Just wasn't enough to...
move the sticks.
Nope. So the turnover, and Red Bank will have it at the 16. First down and 10. I'm sorry, the 21-yard line. A little flip pass out here to Klauser, and nice open field tackle by Steger as he trips him up. Short gain, just a couple on the play.
Oh, that was Marcus Aleo. Okay,
yep.
yeah, it looked like a 2-0, but it was 2-9. Yeah, Nate Steger's over on the other side.
Yeah, boy, that's so tough to see.
Oh, yeah.
Man, the 9 looks like a 0. Now trips to the right here for Red Bank. Shotgun snap, Wagner back to throw, flips it downfield, a man there, but it's overthrown and into double coverage, intended there for Carson Gold, incomplete. So third down now, 3:13 to go third quarter, 26-7. Wagner from the gun, this time going to roll right. Has time. Flag down on the play, pass upfield, and it is incomplete as it hit the ground. Let's check the penalty flag.
Oh, they're going to say it was incomplete.
Oh, I thought there was a flag down. I guess not. I thought there was a flag down. Okay. Well, incomplete. And fourth down, the Elkers defense comes up big. Huffman in punt formation. Last time this happened, he faked one. And the kick is away, and it's a good one. And he drives Steger away from the ball, and it's going to hit and drop inside the 40 and out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. 2:55 to go in the the third quarter, and 26-7. Red Bank in front. It's been a nice night for Braylon Wagner, as he's got just under, he's 11 yards shy of 300 passing tonight. $14 of 23. I'm sorry. He's got 276 yards. The rest go to Huffman on a 13-yard pass.
Yeah, he had the one pass.
The fake pass, yeah. The fake punt pass. Yeah. So, but 276 is still a pretty good night. First down, here's Steger, left side, and Steger runs into a pile. He gets maybe a yard. They'll give him 2, and
boy, if Nate Steger were like 6'2", 195 pounds,
right.
I don't know. I don't know how they'd stop him.
So second down and long. It's Gerg, and Gerg gets tripped up after he got a little bit of momentum going. He's up to the 45-yard line.
About 3 on that.
And somebody down for Red Bank. Looks like perhaps another one of those first-week cramps. They go out and work with him there.
And it's just a terrible feeling.
Oh, it's horrible. If you've ever gotten one, you know it. It's,
man.
You just, I mean, at the moment, you just want to chop your leg off. It's that bad. And, you know, the first week especially is really bad for him.
And when the weather's like this, I mean, it's just so
hot.
hard to stay
humid.
hydrated.
Yep. And you realize in about 6 weeks we're going to be crying because it's too cold, right?
6, yeah.
What's that?
No more.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Life during football season.
Yeah, very true. Yep. It never fails. We were complaining because it rained so much, and now we're complaining because it doesn't rain at all. That's Devin Weckerly, who is up and walking off.
Looks fine from here.
Yes, sir. Well, the Elkers now face a third down, call it 6. 5, I guess, at the 45-yard line. As they'll wind the clock with 2:04 to go here in this third quarter. Elkers got to get right to the midfield stripe. There you go, Steger, right side, in the middle, pushes it up into open field, down the sideline, first down to the 30, into the 25, and down to the 23.
Big run for number 20. Nate Steger getting involved a lot more here in the second half with the offense. And
32 yards on that tote and a first down.
That's probably their longest play from scrimmage, isn't it?
I would agree, and that is correct. And now the Elkers on the night. Let me get, they're over 100 yards rushing. Steger now, 9 carries, 62 yards, and he's really come on here in this second half.
Got about half of that on that last run.
$1:23 to go third quarter, and the Elkers now threatening close to that red zone at the 23. Steger to the left side, turns it upfield, has room inside the 20 and down near that 15-yard line. I would keep feeding him that until they stop it.
He got about 7 or so out of that.
And down to the 16-yard line, and it's second down and about 3. Under a minute to go, third quarter. Red Bank 26, Ridgeway 7. The Elkers dipping into the red zone. Steger again. This time he's hit. Nice job by the defense there. That was Manganati, I think, that leveled the shoulder pad first, or maybe it was Brock George, but he's going to be short of the first down by a couple. Yeah, looks like maybe we got another cramp there, Rick.
Looks like a cramp, I think.
Yeah, pickle juice.
Yeah.
Remember that? Deuce Staley was the guy who really subscribed to that, drinking pickle juice.
I love pickles, but I've had some bad cramps, but never one bad enough to make me want to drink
pickle
juice out
juice.
of the jar.
You know what? I've used pickle juice to marinate chicken.
Oh,
for
yeah.
You can,
It's
that's
got
really good.
It's got a lot of good uses. I think, though, as far as drinking it, you might as well just rub it on the cramp because I think the effect is about the same. I could be wrong about that, but you know.
If you believe that that's helping you, who am I to say no?
As long as it works.
Hey, you know what? There's been crazier things that have happened. You remember? You remember in Ace Ventura when the guy says, "I have a linebacker who doesn't wash his jockstrap because he thinks flies are lucky," and it's like some of those are the craziest things.
So weird.
Yeah.
Baseball's the worst, I think.
Oh,
that stuff,
100%.
Even you see those little leaguers asking what they're it's like, well, I put my right sock on, then I put my left sock on.
Well, how about that World Series?
And then they go, that's just an absolute.
I love it.
Behold,
I love it.
I haven't gone for the last couple of years now, but the times I've been out there, just a treasure.
Well, 3rd down and 2. The Elkers looking to punch it in, and they get the first down, down to the 6. And another first down. Well, they mark him, looks like, to 7. And I think perhaps it'll run out the period. Let's see, down to 10 seconds. The clock moving. Elkers hurrying. Let's see if they can get it off. Down to 6. 4. I think they will. And it's Steger again. Up the middle. Pushes, and he is down close, but not in.
Oh, yeah, he's down.
Down at the 1.
1 or 2 yard line. Boy, Ridgeway just can't be stopped right now. And when I say Ridgeway, I mean number 20, Nate Steger.
Well, that'll end the 3rd period as we head for the 4th. Red Bank 26, Ridgeway 7, high school football on the Hound. Brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Need a loan? Go to Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union. I'll bet you've heard that a few hundred times. But have you actually investigated it? They have a loan for your life. Whether it's an auto loan for a new or used vehicle, a loan for your college student, a home loan, a loan to get a boat, RV, AT. For membership at Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union. See how simple it can be. Visit one of their 7 locations in the area or log on to mlfcu.net. Best of luck to all the athletes competing today from Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union, where it certainly is good to be a member.
Welcome back to Red Bank Valley High School as we head for the 4th quarter. The Elkers are knocking on the doorstep here, as they've got a second and goal. Second and goal at the 1 yard line. It's been the Nate Steger drive.
Yeah, he has been really, really tough.
And he goes again. He'll take it in. Touchdown, Elkers.
With 11:56 to play.
The Spitzer scoring play. 1 yard touchdown run brought to you by Spitzer Auto World on the $1 Million Highway, St. Mary's. And all of a sudden, things are going to get interesting here. They're going to go for 2 here. And this time it is Allegretto. Allegretto turns it upfield, pushes toward the goal line, and he did not get in. He did not get in. So it remains 26-13, 11:56 to go. And we'll be back. High school football on the Hound, brought to you by the St. Mary's Insurance Agency.
Top of the line builders, the area's leader in quality roofing projects, now add seamless gutter installation to our services. At Top of the Line Builders, our staff is trained to offer professional installation. For more information and a no obligation
If you could have your insurances for auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement in just one agency, that's what Pacelli Insurance is for. They can help protect what is important for you and your family's future. Visit Pacelli Insurance in St. Mary's or call them at 814-781-3888. Pacelli Insurance, your preferred local independent insurance agency. Pacelli Insurance, where we protect your world.
On the kickoff return, there goes Klauser all the way from the 5-yard line, and he cranks it all the way over the 40 for the Bulldogs. That was a heck of a return.
Yeah, it gives Braylon Wagner some real nice field position.
Like he needs it.
Yeah.
Mark him over the 43.
For him, field position means on the field. We're on the field.
Yeah,
somewhere.
right.
That's field
right.
position.
That's it. That's exactly it. 26-13 Red Bank, 11:45 to go in the game. And, you know, you look at this game, Rick, and Ridgeway's given up some big plays. There's looks like another cramp over there on the sideline. Ridgeway's given up some big plays, but they have made enough plays that this game is relevant. They've kept this game within reaching distance. Now, obviously, they don't have that big play offense, but you have to admire the work they've done to keep this a 26-13 lead.
Well, and no disrespect to anybody else that's on their schedule,
right.
But this might be the toughest game on their schedule. And they're playing at week 1. You look at the rest of the schedule, and you look at the way they're playing, they're going to win some games this year.
If you think back last year, who's the team that gave Port Allegheny the biggest fight of the year?
Good point. I mean,
the team wearing the maroon and white.
You got that right. I almost forgot about that.
That was a 7-point game. Here's a handoff. Nope, fake handoff. Wagner going to keep it. A lot of room. First down, 45-40. Makes a move down to the 35, and that is how good he is.
Man, when you watch him go back to pass, and you just see him kind of just wandering around back there, dancing around, all in control. Then when he takes off and runs, he's got 3
jets.
more gears that he just didn't know he didn't look like he has.
Yeah, he's got some jets, and that was a 22-yard rip and a first down to the 35 of the Elkers. Here's Wagner. Pump fake, now flips it down the sideline, and it is almost picked off. It was a miscommunication, and Brandon Steger was the closest to the ball.
And if that ball wouldn't have been as overthrown by as much as it was, Brandon Steger might have an INT, but.
So 2nd and 10. Boy, how big that would have been right now. You think, I mean, my goodness. The Elkers do have an interception in the game.
Interception, the fumble recover, and Ridgeway hadn't turned the ball over.
Here's a give off the middle. There's Colwell. Colwell with some room, and he's going to have a first down inside the 25-yard line.
That's his first carry, I think, isn't it?
Yes, it is. He's made a couple plays defensively.
Yeah.
25. Boy. Mr. Perana agrees with us about the yard markers, by the way. Yeah. He messaged me.
I haven't seen Mr. Pran in a while.
Oh, I tell you, he's up to some good stuff. Here's Wagner downfield, man there, and it's incomplete. Good coverage. And was that Steger or was that Alio?
It's either Nate Steger or Marcus Alio.
I think it was Alio.
Marcus Alio, yeah.
So 2nd and 10. He has picked up the football focus mantra at Duber's Place. And he does. He's doing a pregame show, preview show.
Good.
And I was blessed enough. He asked me to come on with him last night. So here's a play fake. Wagner going to keep it. Bounce. Oh, what a hurdle! Oh my goodness! Makes a move and a first down, I believe, inside the 15 or darn close anyway. I think he's out of bounds short.
And that was Nate Steger that he hurdled, and Nate just got off the ground and looked around like, are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah.
That was just an unbelievable.
They mark him, that's the 12.
What an athlete that kid is.
We got, speaking of Mr. Perana, we got something perhaps in the works for a couple weeks in Johnsonburg. So we'll see how that pans out.
Is that the Kane game?
That's the Kane game. Kane and Ridgeway.
Kane and Ridgeway in Johnsonburg.
Yep. That's the only game in Johnsonburg this year.
Right, yeah, the only game this year.
The Elkers going to be home cooking the whole month of October, basically.
Yeah, three home games in a row.
Yep. Here's Wagner rolling out, steps up, fires, touchdown.
Got him there.
And who was that on the receiving end? That looks to be, that looks to be Carson Gold. And that was just pure Braylon Wagner. I mean, that was not much you can do about that.
Yeah, just patience, and then just saw him, Golden just kind of flipped it.
Spitzer scoring play brought to you by Spitzer Auto World on the $1 Million Highway, St. Mary's. Their world revolves around you. Took less than 2 minutes to go down the field, and now we're going to have timeout called by Red Bank here before this extra point try. Red Bank will have 2 left. Huffman will pick it up. He's running to the left and no good on the conversion attempt. So it'll remain.
Owen Stager made the stop there.
Yep, 32-13. And high school football on the Hound brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
Have you been looking for a career in the powdered metal industry? Medco Industries is now hiring. Medco Industries on Brussels Street in St. Mary's is a locally owned company offering long-term steady careers or part-time work with advancement opportunities and great benefits. Operations are regular 8-hour shifts with most weekends off. Medco's machining facility, Pro Process LLC, offers CNC operator and setup positions in a climate-controlled facility. Apply online at medcopm.com. Medco Industries, locally owned and operated in St. Mary's for over 40 years.
When is the last time you really felt like your body was functioning properly? If you can't remember, then it's time for you to call Rowley Family Chiropractic of St. Mary's. They've been serving the community for 25 years. Their mission is to improve your overall quality of life by allowing your nervous system to work at its fullest potential. Want to know more? Log on RowleyFamilyChiropractic.com or call 814-834-1045. Rowley Family Chiropractic, improving health one spine at a time.
Back to Red Bank. It's 32-13. The Bulldogs in front, and now here comes the ensuing kickoff after the touchdown. Ball down to the 16-yard line. Here comes Stager on the return, and he's got some room up over the 35 and out towards the 40.
Nice run back.
It's been the Nate Stager show here in the second half for the Elkers.
Boy, he sure had a power output in the third quarter.
So Elkers now down 32-13 and 10:24 to go in the game. They'll have it first down at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, the problem is they're down 3 scores, and with their style of offense, it's hard to imagine.
Yeah,
but hey, stranger things have happened.
Yep.
You get a turnover, a pick 6 or something.
Well, they certainly have got some confidence boosters tonight, if anything. Now Stager on first down, bounces right side, and is strung out. Good job on the far side over there by the Bulldog defense, and that was Wyatt Byers. No gain on the play. Well, maybe a yard up to the 40. Elkers with 153 yards on the ground tonight. 54 through the air.
No, it's not a bad night. I mean,
no,
we still have most of the fourth quarter left to play.
Yeah. Here comes Gerg, and he makes a move and has a burst. First down into Bulldog territory to the 45-yard line.
Got about 14 or 15.
Well, we've seen Gerd tonight make a couple of adjustments, Rick, and I love the way he's running the ball now as compared to when he did in the first half. It looked like maybe he was a little uncertain.
Well, he did all that work in the first half.
Yeah.
And then they got away from him and went to Nate Stager. They stopped looking at Gerg a little bit, and right away, boom, he's a quick hitter in the hole downfield.
There's Stockman now for the first time in a while. He dives ahead for a couple. Stockman been plagued by hamstring or cramps tonight. And 2, it'll be 2nd down 8, 9 minutes and a rolling clock in the game, 32-13. Bulldogs lead it. From the right hash mark, Stager back in the backfield now, and he'll get the call. Right side, pushes ahead, big hole, first down and more. Down over on the sideline, inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, they just cannot tackle Nate Stager here in the second half.
I'm going to mark him right at the 30, and that's a 13-yard jaunt, and the Elkers move the chains again.
Keeps the hope alive anyway.
Well, the one thing you've got to love, no quit. I don't care what the score is, they are not quitting. Stager again. Gets away from a couple of guys and makes some positive yards in what could have been a loss.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to have him for about a 2 or 3 yard loss back there. Turns it into a 3-yard gain. 2.5 maybe.
Yep, down to the 27. And a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The clock moving, 8:12 to go. This time Stager goes wide right. Allegretto's in the backfield. And this time it's Jace Zimmerman. Zimmerman dances around, breaks a couple of tackles, pushes down towards the 25.
Got a couple, and he had no business getting any, really.
3rd down and a long 5. Obviously, 4th down territory as well.
Oh, yeah.
Allegretto and Zimmerman in the backfield. It'll be Jace straight ahead. Has some room, and he has the first down and more.
Gone.
There he goes. Touchdown.
How about that for the freshman? "25 yards.
What a jaunt, and what a Spitzer scoring play. 25 yards. Spitzer Auto World on the $1 Million Highway. St. Mary's, their world revolves around you, and it's 32-19. Elker's going to go for 2 here. Trying to make it an 11-point game. Allegretto going to roll to the right, flips it out, got a man, Stager, and the 2-pointer is good. And it's now 32-21, Red Bank Valley High School football, brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance on the Hound.
Big changes are happening at Domtar. We've united the legacies of paper excellence, Resolute Forest products, and Domtar into one strong brand. While we have a new name, it's still the same trusted people, the same high-quality products, and the same dedication to the communities where we live and work. For roughly 200 years, our mills have been leading the way in sustainable forestry and innovative solutions, and we're just getting started. Domtar, we are the fiber for the future. Visit domtar.com to learn more.
Zook Motors in Kane is a proud supporter of the area's high school sports teams. They know what it means to be part of a community. Family owned and operated, they've been serving the area for almost 100 years. That's why you can trust Zooks to find you the right vehicle for your needs and price range. Best of luck to the players and coaches in today's matchup from everyone on the team at Zook Motors, your area Ford dealer just west of Kane on Route 6.
Well, the Elkers try an onside kick there, and it rolls right into the arms of one of the up men, and they're unable to cover it. And the the Elkers were unable to recover it, so the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Elkers could use a turnover or some kind of break here.
Yep, 7:11 to go, and they run straight ahead. Colwell, 1st down and more. And he dives inside the Ridgeway 40-yard line.
We got about 12 out of that. Not what you wanted if you're the Elkers.
No. Rip of 12 yards, and Red Bank moves the chains. And they're getting closer to 100 yards in the ground tonight, 89 on 18 rushes. A lot of those coming from Braylon Wagner. Wagner now going to start to milk that play clock. It's down to 20 seconds, 6:45 to go in the game. This is just heads-up football right now. Usually it's run and gun, but now you wait a little bit. Here's Wagner on the keeper, and he gets ripped down. That's Zimmerman with a heck of a play. And all of a sudden, Jace is having himself an inaugural night playing football in a varsity uniform.
Yeah. Scored that last touchdown.
They say roughing as well on that stop, but Zimmerman was the first there. So it'll be a gain of 6, 2nd down. 6 minutes to go in the game. Wagner from the gun. He's back to throw. Steps up, flips it downfield. Nobody there. It's picked off. Down inside the 5.
I don't know what happened. And Braylon Wagner has his hands up like, what the heck was going on there? It looked like the receiver just kind of stopped.
Brandon Steger, and it's all the way down at the Ridgeway 3-4 line. That's the only bad part about it. But you'll take the turnover.
Coach Herzing happy back in Ridgeway.
Uh-huh.
His man Brandon Steger, number 5, picked one off.
So now the Elkers have the ball. They're down 11 with 5:38 to go. So here we go.
Well, they need a couple of nice plays and a miracle, and they're right back in this thing.
Well, miracles have happened. 1st down, they go Zimmerman right side. Zimmerman gets out of the shoe tackle and squirts out over close to the 10.
Should have gotten nothing. Ended up getting about 5.5 maybe.
Yep, it'll be 2nd down and 5. And the clock rolls. 5:15 to go. Elkers huddling up here.
Each team with all 3 of their timeouts.
No,
well, that's what's on the scoreboard anyway.
I think Red Bank took one. I'm pretty sure Red Bank took one here.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right.
Low snap. Allegretto picks it up, completes it out here in the flat. That is to, I believe that's to Kilpack.
Oh, that is Kilpack. That's a Kilpack.
And not a whole lot doing there. We got a penalty flag on the play. And we're going to have a sideline violation on Red Bank. But that's not going to be
I think they're not going to penalize him for it, right? A warning. Yeah.
So third down. Nothing doing on that one.
Didn't see who got the ball. Might have been Nate Stager again. Did somebody call a timeout, or are they taking a water break here?
I think somebody called timeout.
You might be right.
I don't know who did, though. Is it? I don't know. All right, I got something screwed up here. We'll take one, too. High school football on the Hound brought to you by St. Mary's Insurance.
With 2 locations on Baker Alley in Ridgeway and Route 219 in Johnsonburg, Elk County Foods' friendly staff is ready to serve you. They offer daily and weekly specials, including their 5 for $24.99 in the meat department. Check out their large hot and cold deli, the freshest of fresh produce, and their own homemade beef sticks and smoked cheese. Having a get-together? Let Elk County Foods do the work for you. Elk County Foods of Ridgeway and Johnsonburg, hometown proud. Check us out on Facebook or visit us online.
For nearly 40 years, one name in the area stands out when it comes to plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and more.
Hi, this is
All right, back to play here. Fourth down. And the Elkers going to go for it here. They roll out, and the ball tipped, and it is caught! Oh, my! Stager on the completion. No, check that. That's Robert Ruffing.
That's the first time he touched the ball on offense, I think.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Wow. And the ball all the way out to the 17-yard line. And a first down. That was a big play. Here goes Stager, run right, and he gets tripped up after a short gain.
Under 4 to play.
Gain of about a yard out to the 18 as the clock ticks on. 32-21, Red Bank. Down to 3:40. Elkers quickly out of the huddle here. It'll be Allegretto and Gerg, the deep men. Allegretto to throw. Out in the flat, he's got a man. And nope, incomplete.
Almost a one-handed catch by whoever that was. Is that Nate Stager again?
I think so.
Looks like him.
Field goal, tie game. That's the script he just submitted.
Piece of cake, Duber.
Yeah, okay.
Shouldn't be a problem.
And it's left, running left. That is Stager again. This time, not anything doing there. And now we're going to have a timeout called by Ridgeway, I believe. And, yeah, nothing doing a timeout Ridgeway. Ball at the 18. So, Elkers now with 2 timeouts left. Red Bank with 1. And it's 4th down and 9. The Elkers got to get all the way up to the 27-yard line. And the ball at their own 18-yard line. Certainly it looks as if the deck is not in their favor, or the deck is not in their favor.
No, but boy.
Just every time we thought that the wheels would come off the wagon tonight, something else happens, Rick.
Well, they're going to, however this game turns out, they're going to take some self-respect home after this thing.
You better believe it.
And like I said, the rest of their schedule is not as tough as tonight. I see a lot of wins in their future.
Well, next week they head down Route 6 to take on the Smethport Hubbers. And the King Wolves are up on them, last check, 28-8. Here's Allegretto, rolling right. Looking, tucks it up. He's going to run it and have the first down.
Can he get out of bounds? He does.
How about that?
3:05 to play. They picked up several key first downs tonight, haven't they?
Well, they're
on plays when they look down and out. And
the Elkers are 6 of 13 on third downs tonight. 3 of 5 on fourth downs. They've converted 60% of the fourth downs tonight.
Yeah, that's not a bad evening.
32-21 Red Bank. 3:05. Clock stopped. First down Elkers at their own 31-yard line. Allegretto gives it back to Stager. Turns it upfield, and Stager dives ahead over the 35 to the 36-yard line.
And right now, I mean, for probably the past 7 or 8 minutes of football, Ridgeway just looks like they just have a quicker step than Red Bank. They're just playing a little bit higher speed.
Yeah, I mean they've made some big strides. No pun intended. Here's Stager, slips a little bit, then picks up his footing. He's got a first down, up over the 40, close to the 45-yard line. And even further than that, says the official.
Yeah, he's almost to midfield. He's about to the 48.
Gain of 12. And another Elker down on the sideline. Looks like the cramp thing is running ragged right now. We're going to call a timeout here with 2:27 left to go in this one. So the stage now, it's first down at the 48-yard line. Now remember, the Elkers started this drive at their own 4 after picking off the pass, and they've moved it out to the 48. And with 2:27 to go, obviously the clock is not in their favor. But just when you thought everything was lost tonight, and you've seen crazier things happen, Rick, you just don't know.
Well, I mean, the fact that you're even, like, trying to create scenarios in your mind on how they go tells you that, hey, Ridgeway's still, they played well.
I mean, they were down 19-0, and it's been 21
13.
12, 21, yeah.
Since that
21-13 since that point.
Yeah, and that was 41 seconds. No, that was 5:02 left in the half. They were, in the first half, they were down 19-0.
Here's penalty flag on the play, and I think they get the Elkers for moving just a little bit early.
Yep.
That'll move him back to the 43-yard line. 1st and 15. Stager has been the workhorse in this second half. He gets it again, right side. Nate moving the chains and big hole inside the 45-yard line of Red Bank.
Ridgeway continuing to rip up chunks of yardage.
That's a gain of 12. It'll be 2nd down and 3, and the clock moves. 2:06, Elkers huddling up. They quickly get in and out. 2nd and 3, minute 57, minute 56. Handoff Stager back to the other side, and he's going to be close to that first down. And from where they're spotting it, boy, is that going to be close. I think he's short. They stop the clock. Yeah, he's going to be short. It'll be 3rd down and 1. They wind the clock. Minute 43 to go. Allegretto flips it downfield. Intercepted at the 30-yard line. Oh, my.
Well,
and that was the freshman, Jace Klauser. Wow. And any hope that there was is now gone.
Yeah, now it's getting hard to create a scenario.
1:31 left to go. And the Bulldogs will take over, and they will fall on it. And the Elkers are not going to take a timeout here, as there's no scenario that they could get the ball back.
No, not. They need 2 scores.
But my goodness sakes, some big positives that the Elkers are going to take out of this one tonight. And it hurts. I mean, it's a tough loss to contend with here.
Well, if I'm Coach Heindel, I'm going to make a point of telling my team, hey, from 5 minutes left in the first half on to the end of the game, we outscored them.
Yep. Yeah, boy.
And,
yeah.
That's – I mean, I'm sure some of the guys are aware of that, but, that's something for your kids to think about.
Absolutely. And the knee down will end it as the teams part ways, and we'll come to the middle of the field and shake hands. The final score, Red Bank 32,
Thanks, man.
Ridgeway 21. We'll take a break and be back with our player of the game and the totals and much more. High school football on the Hound brought to you by the St. Mary's Insurance Agency.
Hey, Carney from Cataldo Collision. Do you know Cataldo Collision is certified or recommended by the following automobile manufacturers? Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Nissan, Kia, Hyundai, General Motors, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Honda, Acura, and Subaru. So if your vehicle was involved in an accident, bring it to the Tri-County's largest certified or recommended collision repair center, Cataldo's Collision, on Division Street in DuBois, the building with the big red roof. And remember, we do magic.
Are you hungry? Bell's Meat and Poultry can fill you up with 40 mouth-watering flavors of sausage, from Greek to blueberry maple. How about a chicken breast, Virginia ham, Swiss cheese, Greek sausage, bacon-wrapped ball of deliciousness that is their world-famous griller? Don't forget they have fresh cuts of meat, and you can't have meat without cheese, and Bell's has the best smoked cheese around. Don't believe me? Just ask any of the people from State College to Buffalo that have come to Kane to visit the biggest little store around. 814-837-7321.
Johnson's Tire Service on Route 6 in Clarendon has been your Goodyear tire dealer for over 40 years. If you're in the market for a new set of truck tires, Johnson's Tire Service is your area dealer for Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands. They offer alignment service for trucks, motorhomes, and trailers. Call 814-723-3950 or find them online at johnsonstire.com. Johnson's Tire Service thanks their customers for their positive reviews, earning a top-rated service center distinction by Carfax. You've heard it said before that financial security doesn't come easy. You have to plan for it, work for it, and manage your money wisely. In today's financial world, it sure helps to have a bank that helps with that process. At Hamlin Bank, they are the bank that takes care of its customers. Visit one of their locations in Smethport, Kane, Mount Jewett, Eldred, Bradford, Olean, New York, St. Mary's, and their newest branch in Sheffield. See them online at hamlinbank.com. Member FDIC.
When it comes to protecting your home, your car, your family, or your business, why trust someone miles away when the best is right here in Elk County? St. Mary's Insurance Agency, along with Borst Insurance in Ridgeway and the Smith-Keats Agency in Johnsonburg, have been named Elk County's best insurance agency 5 years running. We're not just in the community, we're proud to be part of it. Stop by one of our offices, give us a call, or visit us online at stmariesagency.com.
Welcome back to Red Bank Valley High School. As the final score tonight, the Bulldogs win it 32-21 over the Ridgeway Elkers. J.J. Michaels, Rick Porter back inside of the press box here. And Rick, you look at this matchup, look at the way things started off. It was 19-0. The Elkers were down, and they decided and made a decision that, you know what, we're going to pick ourselves up and get back into things. And, from that second quarter on, what an effort by those kids. They stuck around and they made some plays, and they made a statement that they're not going to be pushed around this year.
Well, for a quarter and a half, they looked a lot like last year's team.
Yeah.
And for 2.5 quarters, they outplayed Red Bank.
Yeah.
Or at least held their own. They outscored Red Bank. And I think there are plenty of positive takeaways from this if you're Coach Heindel. And tell you what, looking at the rest of their schedule, I can't see them losing more than a couple of games. I wouldn't think.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that you look at that and things on paper look a certain way, and you can you talk about that stuff, but just judging by what we've seen tonight, I don't disagree with that. I really don't.
I was pretty impressed. I thought all in all, a lot of times week one gets low scores for artistic impression.
Yeah.
But I thought this was a pretty well played game tonight. I thought the players you expected to play well played well, and I thought a good time was had by all. I mean, if you're Ridgeway, you'd like to come away with a win, but you come away with what you can get away with, and I think there's plenty to be optimistic about.
Yeah, I think so. And the couple of great things to note for the Elkers tonight. Great debut for Xavier Stockman. I think he had a nice night getting his feet wet. After coming off that injury, he had some looked like some cramp issues, but I love the way that he played tonight. Nate Stager was all world. I mean, what a night for him. He had almost 50, 80, 90, almost 200 yards of offense tonight, 137 on the ground, including a touchdown, 54 receiving. And
I thought in the second half he was as good as anybody on the field.
Boy, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding, man. I'll tell you, that kid is he's pretty doggone impressive. And, we've been seeing him develop. This is now his third year of being a key player. He as a freshman, he was lighting some things up. And last year as a sophomore, he got a little bit better. And now we're seeing what that kind of work has put in and the way he's moving. And, boy, it sure looked good tonight.
You look what he did. And, I think I think Allegretto has some more as far as the numbers department goes. I think he's going to get to handle the ball a little bit more, get a little bit more mixed in with the offense. And pretty good debut for number 9, Jay Zimmerman. If he gets better every week, hey, who knows?
Yep, you just don't know. I think all in all, it's a loss, but I think there's some good positives to take out of this for the Elkers here tonight. It is time for our Player of the Game, brought to you by Rowley Family Chiropractic of St. Mary's on the $1 Million Highway, where your health and well-being come first. Let their MVPs get you back into the game with top-notch care today. Call 814-834-1045, or you can visit RowleyFamilyChiropractic.com. And I think, all things considered, there was one who shined above everybody else tonight. He wears number 9 for the Red Bank Valley Bulldogs. Braylon Wagner, what a night.
Yeah, and this is the impression I got of him. I liked what I saw, but I also found myself going, I think he's even better than that.
Oh, I think
he's
so.
going to play. He's going to play even better as the season goes on.
Just so poised.
Yeah,
he's just
very poised.
Yeah, very poised.
Very
this
accurate
is his
passer for the most part.
Yep, this is his third year as the starting quarterback for this team. On the night, 15 of 28 for 288 yards, threw 4 touchdowns. He was intercepted twice. But it was more than that. It was just his leadership. It was his poise. He also ran the ball 9 times. He was their leading rusher, had 40 yards on the ground. So impressive start to the senior year for him and for some of the other Bulldogs. But just an all-around great game tonight, I thought. First week, Rick, you hear some of the things about jitters and all that sort of thing.
Penalties.
But there really wasn't a whole lot of that tonight.
No, I thought it was a pretty enjoyable football game from sort of fan/broadcaster's perspective.
Yep. I enjoyed it.
I think there are guys that would like to have done some things better on both teams. You're going to have that. But I thought just as a game to watch, an opening night, I thought it was a pretty darn good football game.
I agree with you on that, my friend. 32-21. The Bulldogs defeat the Elkers here tonight, and the Elkers will gather themselves and head for the hub of McKean County next week. They take on the Smethport Hubbers next Friday night, and we will be there for that game at Smethport Area Stadium. And kickoff is at 7. The airtime will be around 6:30 once again. pretty good start to the season,
Yep,
Rick.
Yep, I'm looking for good things coming down the road, too.
As am I. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. That'll wrap it up. The final score, Red Bank 32, Ridgeway 21. For Rick Porter and Josiah Mayhew on camera tonight, I'm J.J. Michaels. Good night, everyone.